let that affect myself. What's the word I'm looking for?
Your
Like crush
self-esteem?
my confidence. Yeah, self-esteem. That's the word. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know I sound different. I have an accent. I stumble across words, but it's better to say something than nothing at all.
I
And I have a
agree.
lot of friends that, especially here in Sweden, they are too afraid to speak English because they think they sound funny or they pronounce the words wrong.
Mhm.
And I just like, yeah, well, that's sad. You know, it limits you to, yeah.
Yeah.
There you are, Celeste. I see you.
Mhm.
So I start
Yeah.
sharing the chat.
There we go.
Yes. And then we should be ready on both sides. And we just wait for Leaf whenever she's ready.
Hi,
I didn't
everyone.
really make plans for this, you know. I was just like, do you want to play video games? What kind of video games do you play, Celeste? Tell me.
So, I really like Marvel Rivals. I like Valorant,
Oh,
and I don't really play that much video games anymore, to be honest. I feel like it brings out a side of me from like 10 years ago that's really toxic, and I try not to play anymore, especially competitive multiplayer games, because I just get too heated. I get too competitive.
I've never been competitive. I can't play these games. I PvP? No, no, no. I stay far away from PvP. Always PvP, PvE nerd, right? Lots of role playing, fantasy, adventure
Mm,
games for me.
those are
Yeah, and I'm
good.
not good at so yeah. And collab games, I don't know. There's not that many that are particularly good. Everyone kept playing. What was it? Among Us for the longest time.
And Peak.
Netmo, Peak, um, Repo was a thing, right, for a long time. Um,
Yeah, Among
Fall
Us.
Guys,
Yeah.
Amongst Us. Yeah. I have
Yeah.
a few cool like, horror games, which is like collabs as well.
Ooh. I'm curious.
I love in India horror games. Wait, let me get my Steam up. What
Are
is it
you
called?
you're streaming on Kick, right, Juju? On Kick,
Kick
right,
and
Juju?
Twitch.
Okay. I
Yes.
forgot how to do this shout out thing on. Okay.
Yes.
Let me I
I
don't
have
follow
no
you.
idea.
That's my bad. Oops. Chat.
And you're on Rumble too, right? How is it
Yeah.
over there?
It's pretty quiet. Like the thing with Rumble is like if you're not doing like super political content, you don't get pushed. I think they're trying to change it, but it's hard. But I think the good thing is you can do multi-streaming to multiple platforms for free. So that's why I use it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not adequate to talk a lot politics because I don't know. It doesn't me particularly much. I find it very boring in a way. And then you know, Swedish politics, it's all gone to shit. It's over here in Europe.
Yeah,
You
you
think you
guys
have it
are
bad?
struggling really hard.
Europe, hello.
Yeah, you guys are being
Oh,
overrun
dear.
by third world people right now. It's crazy.
Listen, Sweden went from the safest country in the world to having bombings every day. Did you know that we are the most um oh god, I'm trying to put sentences together at 10 o'clock in the evening. We are using most destructive weapons like hand grenades and bombs outside a war zone, like a country
Mm.
outside war. The only country that has higher statistics than Sweden at the moment is Mexico City, and then
Whew.
Sweden plays too.
Oh
So
my
we went
god.
from the safest country in the world to be in a shithole. And let me tell you
Wow.
that it happened over just a few decades. So yeah, and it makes me frustrating to talk about it. I get like angry and sad, and so I hate politics. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
depressing.
I agree with you. it's not only depressing, but like, what can you do? Like, what can we do as normal
Yeah, what
everyday people?
can
Because even if like here in America, there's really no point in voting like in federal elections because it's all rigged. At most, if you vote local, at best that's what you can change. Everything else, it just doesn't matter, honestly.
and that's how I see politics as well. It should be more like a communal town,
Hmm.
and city, decisions, and then the country, and then the rest of the world, right?
Yeah.
What do I care what happens, I don't know, somewhere in the streets of Italy, right? What does this have to do with the small, shithole I live in here in Sweden? Their problems are gonna be different than, what we experiencing
Right.
over here. My
Right.
town hall people ripped off all the nature outside my window here, and they're gonna put, lawnmower robots in the
What?
neighborhood. Yeah, that's what
Lawnmower
my tax.
robots?
All the nature is gone, Celeste. They ripped out
Wait,
all the trees during my SUBATHON. I watched outside and just like, okay, there goes the old chestnut. There goes the oak tree.
wow. That is
Gonna make
so
grass grow.
depressing. Holy
Yeah, it
moly.
is super depressing.
Wow. Dude, Europe is
Fucking
cooked, bro.
talking about to the destruction of nature. It sucks.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I'm so sorry about that. That's awful.
I should complain about it, but I don't want to fight with the town people. They're like morons.
Yeah.
I had to do it when I purchased this house, right? I had to,
Mm,
head up to town hall and fill out some documents that, I'm the owner of this part, and they just, oh god, awful. Politicians, you can't talk to them. They're
yeah.
stuck up, twangles.
Yeah, no, they're
And
only interested in
well,
lining up their pockets. That's it.
yeah, money. They're so greedy about the money, and that's why they removed all the trees. Because you know what they told me? They want
What?
low maintenance. They only
Wow.
want, like, automated robots mowing the lawn. They don't wanna, hire leaf blowers and, taking care of cutting down, branches and stuff. I was like, "Oh, you lazy fucks. It's just so you save out money. So you can fill your pockets, you greedy slimes."
Yeah, that's so like honestly, they could have just said, "Oh, does anybody from the community want to do this
Yeah, right.
voluntarily, like without getting paid?"
I would have done that. I was just like, "No, no problem. I'll look after it. I lawn mow, if you need me to, you know? Do it for
Exactly.
free. I wanna keep nature. I wanna preserve."
That's so crazy.
Back to nature. Yeah. So, politics, huh? Ruining the world in one way or another. Yeah. We were watching this video, very interesting topic actually before you got here, with younger generations, right? Stop having kids,
Mhm.
and Leaflit this amazing, music video.
That
Um,
was so
oh,
funny.
God,
This girl like messages me at the
horrible.
best times, like sharing like little things of what she's working on, and I'm just like laughing because it's it's vulgar in a way, but it's also like true. Go have kids. Oh
Yes.
man, I love it.
Let's have babies.
Oh, I
No, but
think you
she's
asked me earlier what
yeah.
so I'm not like I try not to be like explicit, like sexually explicit when I speak. That might be the only
Mhm.
thing, not going like super off the walls, but like if it slips, I don't have a problem. Like I talk to a bunch of people. It doesn't bother me too much, but more so for my audience. I want to keep the peace. So as best
Mm.
as you can. No pressure.
You're a say-so, just like me, right, Chad? I'm
Oh
so
my gosh.
say-so.
Yes, Juju, you're very say so indeed. Oh
We know. I'm different, thank you.
Death.
It's husband's fault, okay? He's the one that sneaks in like these dirty jokes, and I'm just like, yo, now my community gonna have like the wrong picture about me, right? They're
Oh my
not gonna
gosh.
believe me when I say I'm say so, which I totally am.
Look, when you're married
Yes.
and it's between you guys, it's all good. Now, if you're not married, that may be the problem, which obviously you are, but you know what I mean.
Oh no, no, I'm a faithful, a full one, and I believe in monogamy, like just one guy, right? Unlike they're trying to change the laws here in Sweden, right? So you can
Really?
marry several. Yeah, 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 yeah. They're pushing the whole Sharia law. They want to make it. They're fast fighting about it at the moment. More spouses
Wow.
and also younger spouses, right? Like lower the age. I think they want to get
That's
it down to 9
crazy.
something, which is like
What the
perverted.
heck?
Yeah, I don't have to talk about that. Leaf just sent me a Steam request. I think I can invite her over on the YouTube. On the VTube, not the YouTube. Yeah, I'm telling you, Celeste, things are crazy over here, right? America, you're going through some, and same over here. Do I need to quit to invite her? No, right?
No, no, she can join. She can just join.
She can just join. She has the password.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Let her deal with that. She probably just gonna rock up here.
I'm not white, right? Like I'm a mix of things because I'm Hispanic. But
Yeah, Latina, right? Mm.
yeah, like I'm Dominican, so
Cough drop
but
fund.
yes, thank you for the cough drops. I get it, chat. I get it. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
She gets it.
I love you guys. Thank you. Um, yeah, no, like white people hate themselves so much, and I'm like, how can you hate yourself so much? Like, they keep
It's
brainwashing
sad.
these white liberal women to hate themselves. I'm not against like race mixing because as a Christian, like God doesn't, that's not like the most important thing. But like, if a white person wants to marry another white person, that shouldn't be frowned upon. They shouldn't say like, "Oh, you hate minorities because you won't marry them." That's so stupid. Like, just marry who you want, bro. Like, let white people live
I
in
believe in
peace.
love,
That's it.
Celeste, love can conquer all, and if it's mixed or it's the same, I mean, can you really choose love, or is it something that comes like naturally? Like, can you really pick the person you fall in love with, or does it just like it's a feeling, it's true, but you actually
Mm,
don't have a say in this, right? Like the love to God, do you really get to choose that, or do you think that His divine power um
mm.
makes so you love Him? I don't know, right?
So God
How
gives
does
everybody free will to do what they want,
mm,
and
mm,
you can either choose to love God or you can turn away from
mm,
God. And so there
mm,
are some Christians that believe that God he's in control of everything so much to the point that you actually have no free will, which is not true. But when it comes
mm,
to love, like between two people, I mean, there's attraction. You can feel attraction towards someone, but as I've gotten older and I've been in different relationships, I've also been divorced once before. Love
oh,
is that there's that part. The part of it is obviously that initial attraction, but you also have to get to know someone, like both their flaws and their good side, and you have to choose
and
to
you
love
gotta
them
work
every
for it,
day.
right?
But
You gotta work through
yeah,
hard times.
mm,
It requires a lot of effort to keep it alive
yeah.
in one way.
Yeah, because one there's gonna
Cool.
come a point where that like attraction where the sparks might die, but then what's left is that hard work, that love, that respect, right? There's different forms of
Yeah,
love in Greek. It was like
different,
what
yeah.
agape, um, like familial love, platonic, romantic, which is eros, and then I always forget what the other one is, but that's what's gonna stand. Like attraction will fade, looks will fade, and then what do you have after that?
Yeah, yeah. You gotta fall in love with the person, right? I think Leaf just joined us, but I can't
Hello,
hear her.
I don't wanna get in the
Kylie.
way.
No, you never
Hi,
get in the way.
Honestly,
What do you mean?
little sneaky cutie.
I I added you on Juju. I don't know how to like. Do I have to get an invite
It's
or
team, right?
I've never like joined like in the middle of a session.
You can
Me
still
neither.
join. I think
I don't know how this works, Lee. Are you streaming too? Do you want to share chat or are you offline?
Are you guys are doing the VTube Studio thing, right?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Yeah,
not
VTube
streaming. I'm
Studio.
not streaming right now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I just
I hope
I
you didn't
announced
skip
it.
too much now from your appointment, you know?
Oh yeah, sorry. It ran a little long, like my haircut
I'm sorry. It's
thing,
all
and
fine.
then
Mm.
it's really hard for me to gauge times when I'm out because it's like, well, it's gonna take me like 40 minutes to get home. So it's kind of like if anything screws up, there's like really no room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Uh,
we get to do this. Thank you for making this possible, right? And
is it-
um, no need
thank
to
you.
stress.
I added you on
The Steam, I think,
Steam.
right?
Yeah.
And then your
Oh, there. I see you. I
friends.
see you. I see you. Okay. Okay. Hit okay here.
Thank you for the raid, by
What
the way, Kaido
region? What
Kanojo.
region it's on?
Eastern.
East. Okay, got
Eastern
it.
America, yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
Also, Hemlock, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Guys,
Thank
it's
you.
Juju
Fastest.
Subathon. Let's get her 100 subs right now.
No, 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 don't encourage them. They are holding me hostage. I know
Do
the
it.
time is more than what I started it with this morning. They refuse to let me go.
Look, if I
No, and
torture
that's
Leaflit, I have to
you know,
torture you too.
I think. Do you have to add me to the thing? I think you do. Right? I have to be added,
do we
right,
need
to the list on VTube. Is it,
on
you
the
guys are doing?
BT studio?
Yeah, yeah. You guys are doing multiplayer, right?
yeah, yeah.
Wait, can I add you? Do I need to quit and then host again?
No, she can
I
just
know.
join straight from so Leaf, when you go to the little tower, you're gonna click on join, like you'll
Join.
have it on the join
Mhm,
side, then you put
mhm.
Juju's thing and then the password, and then you just click join and it'll bring you in.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Holy Ball just dropped 100 subs. Camilla's just 10. They are going
Oh
crazy here in the
my
chat.
god.
Holy moly,
Wait,
chat.
did they? Did they?
Yeah. And then Game Heimlock, another 5. Leaflet with the kicks. No, Leaflet follower. I just like, what?
It says on guest list join. Then I put
Chelsea,
Juju at the
it.
top, and then I
That's
hit join,
crazy.
right, with the password. It's not letting me join. It says
Very good, chat.
disconnected.
Keep torturing her with more subs. Make her feel loved and
No, we're
welcomed.
at 6 hours.
Very good, chat. I love this. This is very good. I'm gonna go ahead and donate 5 subs myself so that the timer
Celeste,
continues to
two, 5. Stop it, Celeste. Don't you dare.
Wait,
No,
increase.
I
no.
think I have
You
hold on.
get that me.
No,
I
no.
have the
You
Prime. I
get
have a
that
Prime.
me. You
I
get
don't
that
know.
me.
What? Thank you.
You're
Oh, you
welcome.
guys have been so generous. Dudes, this is crazy. What?
Yeah,
Chibi
I don't know.
Reviews
Oh
also
my
with
gosh,
the
that's
10?
Chibi. Oh my god.
Chibi, hi.
Hi,
Hi,
Chibi.
Chibi.
Yeah.
Let's go. Chibi with the 10. Beast.
W, Chibi. I hope you're doing well. I watched your YouTube video. I'm taking my time to respond to this. I hope you're holding up great, Chibi. Know that there are base people there that are all chuds. And yeah, ignore those haters. And I think it's awful what you had to go through. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was watching
Yeah.
that with Leaf and it was terrible. Like I saw him message me and I'm like, dude, look, you don't have to agree or like somebody, but going after their family and trying to get them killed is terrible. Like just beat them with your arguments and not violence. That's it. That's all you have to do.
They can't. Their arguments are too bad. Like
They are. They're
Stay strong, Chibi.
it's too bad. It's
Yeah,
the
what they
arguments are terminal.
no, but what they did is it's going too far, right? And then desecrating the grave, and oh my God, like these people are bring back the loony bins, please,
please.
and electroshock those quangos. Yes, electroshock, taser them, taser the quangos. Quidgible also with the sub gifted. Thank you guys. You're such a treat. Them damn
For
quangos, right?
real.
I love that word, leaf. You can say without
Wango.
like having to beep it on the YouTube, right?
It's
Because
so
if you say
silly because
retard,
I just thought it sounded like a slur. That's it. That's the origin of it. I was like, this sounds like a slur. I'm gonna say this from now on.
I love it. I start using it all the time now. Holy ball with another 5. Thank you.
Very good.
My
Thank
chat
you,
is
Vinny,
going
for the
wild.
gifted on kick. I appreciate it. Thank
I
you.
I can't join the collab thing. It won't let me.
Your
Okay,
I can
model,
then
still
are
let
you
me
add
using the
see.
light
music.
one?
Let's
No, it
quit.
says disconnected when I try to join.
Ooh.
I'm gonna quit the collab and reboot. Okay,
I'm
so
so
I get
sorry.
No,
here.
you're
Don't
good.
be sorry. This
Okay.
happens. All good. Password stays the same. All right, quit. And then let me see. We're still on Discord though, right? We can still talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then host. All right. Accept. And it's the same server, so Eastern America. And password stays the same. Guys, it's always like that during collab. The setups
Or
takes longer.
there, see, it worked that time.
Yeah. Wait, wrong password.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Why does it say?
Sorry. I think I put a space by accident
Uh,
after the thing, after the very totally not easy to figure out password.
my God, leave your avatar. Oh my goodness, it's adorable. Look at her.
That is
She
I
so
know
love
how
the
to.
music
nice.
since we're all sitting.
Oh, well.
Yes,
Look, I don't have a
the left
sitting model.
gonna be
Wait. The closest that I'll get to sitting is, where is it?
you know, on the beach back here. Hi.
Like a little
We just
barrel.
see you.
Darn it. Not this one.
Let's see the sitting model.
I don't have I need to get one. My model parent's not done with
Now we
my thing yet.
we let her stand on the bean. I mean, she's in chibi, right? She got to stand. Oh my God, yes.
This is my sitting model. There you go. Right in
Yeah.
the trash.
It's a tinfoil.
I gotta get my
That's
tinfoil Gucci bucket hat. Alex Jones said that if I wear this, I won't get infected with the propaganda.
Should I wear my tinfoil as well?
Yeah,
Leave
do
with the
it.
tinfoil thing.
She already has a hat. This is so funny.
Leave, you have so many models. It's crazy.
Like,
Model for all occasion. But
I was
you've
gonna
been
say,
VTubing for quite a long time now, right?
yeah, and I just like every time I get them. So like one thing is like I noticed a lot of VTubers they'll get like a new model and then they're just like, oh, that's my model now, right? Like that's it. But I just use all of them. Even like my first model, I used it like earlier this week.
Aw.
Yeah, it's just like outfits to me, right? It's like different clothes. Like you don't wear like the same thing all the time, right?
Why can't I move your bucket hat? Or your thing?
My
It's not a.
tinfoil is just kind of knocked out.
It's just.
Crumble!
It's
It's
just
not
sitting there.
attached to me. Wait, I'll get a new one. Crumble, thank you for the 5.
Hi,
Thank you.
Crumble.
Don't distract me. I'm hanging out with the ladies, right?
She
Stop
is.
it. They want attention all the time. Bloody chat. Jesus, chat. Kind of girl just like hang out with the ladies for 5 minutes?
No.
No,
Unacceptable. You're not allowed.
unacceptable. Let's see if this works.
Oh my gosh.
Why is this not?
It's
No.
like in midair. It's just sitting there.
You know what? Screw the tinfoil. I took the autism test. Apparently, I'm the most normal one here. You like to comment on that, Leaf? Huh?
What'd you
You're
get
the
on
most
yours?
autistic. I scored 43.
Yeah, I don't think you sound very autistic.
Which probably makes me the weirdest one of them all, right? Because I'm so normal.
I guess that's true for a VTuber.
No, seriously, I don't fit in here. I don't think so. They're way too. No wonder they started bullying me, right?
Mhm. Oh, you don't stream on
Weirdos.
Kick? You don't stream on Kick?
She
I
does.
do stream on Kick. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, you have
yeah.
a different name? Never.
No, I just got rid of the underscore. It's Bananajuju.
Oh.
I
Okay, I
love
just saw
this
Yeah,
someone in chat
model
saying
so
that.
much.
yeah.
So cute.
You know how I got the name?
How'd you get
Korean
it?
MMO. It's a food item in a Korean MMO. Bananajuju.
Which game?
Life. Life of
You
fun.
play 5? Oh my god,
Yes!
I played 5.
Dude, I declined the Fit of Life.
I only played it a
I
little
was
bit though. I didn't play it that much. I was I was
I
playing
was
so
such a
many of
nerd.
those though. So many of
Yeah.
those. Did you
It's
play
like
the
how
other
I
one?
found my husband.
Are
Um,
you
Aw,
really
it's
from
so
from Fly
cute.
for fun?
yeah, with Fly for Fun. We met on Fly for Fun.
Oh my god.
I was a damage dealing blade and he was a healer. I thought he was a chick. I was like, girl, you want to party?
Oh my gosh. That is so funny. I
And
love
then we
that.
hung out and boys I just like, wait, hang on a second, you're a dude?
That's so cute. You guys are
So we
adorable.
talked and played video games for like a year and then just like, you gotta come over. We gotta like meet IRL, right? And then we fell in love. Yeah. It all
What
started with Fly.
other what other games did you play?
I mean, I had periods of my time where I stopped gaming altogether and I was just so distracted with traveling.
Mhm,
So there's a huge gap, right? Where
mhm.
people played, what is it called? Fable. I was like mostly
Mm.
out and traveling and about. So I haven't gotten that many hours. I tried to get into World of Warcraft and hated it, right?
It
Whatever
wasn't very
else.
cute. That was the problem.
Ooh, cute MMO. What's the one? They also stopped the European service on that one. Oh my god, what was it called?
Oh,
Oh, you I had like this nurse
Mabinogi.
class with like a huge gun. Oh my god, what was it called? Hobby. Come on, remind me. Played it together as well.
That's so funny.
Huge gun.
Hula
Was that an
Online
anime
was
game?
okay.
Wait.
Dragon's Nest.
Hmm.
Dragon's
Oh,
Nest.
Dragon's Nest. I played that too.
Wasn't that adorable? I love that one. I'm so
Yeah.
sad they turned that off. Dragon's
Celestian
Nest.
outfit
And I
find.
played was this French one which had like psychedelic trance music. That was
Psychedelic music?
The French one I know is
yeah,
a walkthrough.
dubstep. God, what was it called? Tree of Savior.
Oh,
I
I
played
played the
that a
crap
lot.
out of Tree of Savior, but I was
That
really
was amazing,
disappointed by
right?
it.
Yeah, it got really bad. They changed the classes after a few updates, and I was just like, this game turned to shit. But it
Yeah, this
was
is really unfortunate.
in like 2014, 15, so we're talking like 10 years. Oh my god, time flies.
I was, like,
Yeah.
very inspired by Tree of Savior when I made my tabletop game.
It's got a
Ace.
beautiful art style. It does. And I love the music. It's like this dubstep, electronic, super psychedelic, weird, yeah,
It was, like,
cool game.
supposed to be the successor to Ragnarok, so it was, like, everyone was super hyped for it, right? But then I
Yeah.
I think, like, the game release and, like, half the classes didn't really work, and then it was, like, it's I don't know, it was, like there's so much, like, wrong with it, like, when it came out.
Yeah, and then, all played meta, right? There was the specific you had to, like if you wanted to play Warlock, for instance, you had to level Magician 2 times and then 3 times something else in order to get, like, the best buffs for the Warlock, and I'm just like, "Dude, what is this? Can't you just go random and mix it all together and do your own thing?" But then you're like, "Noob," right? It's unplayable. You have to follow this meta build, and I don't
I
like
don't know what
games like
class
that.
that was. I think it was a cryo. I think I
Skyrim,
played, like
Warframe,
I played
yeah.
cryo, and then I played, like, that class that makes, like, the wooden statues.
What, the cleric?
No, it was
I
like
think I played Pyromancer,
the carver
Gunslinger.
one.
I tried the magician, like, I think it
I
was
don't know what any of these
Elementalist.
games are. I feel really young.
They are like underground Asian, cute, anime dweeb games, right, Leaf?
Yeah, these are, like, old school.
Old and anime dweeb games, no one really knows them.
I had the
Grandma.
magical
Um,
girl outfit in Tree of Savior.
yeah.
The one that, like, you transform. He actually has, like, a transformation sequence.
I like the art
At
style
Dizzy
of
Lizzy
them.
H3, E
Yeah, and
for
then, like I
Ender
said, I
Meg
had a
reaching
Yeah.
long
Euros
period
through
in
Super
my,
Chat. This collab
during
was
my
promised to
travels where I
us
didn't touch
3,000
video
years
games at
ago.
all. Don't have the time for it, right?
Mm. Where was your favorite place to travel?
Mm, I don't know. They're all pretty good and bad at the same time. Different. There's good and bad in any way you go. Um, Favorite place probably Australia, the
Ooh.
rainforest up in northern Queensland. Hafuma, thank you for the sub, by the way. Thank you. I'm a huge sucker for nature,
You
and
gotta go to
yeah,
Alaska.
cool.
Alaska's crazy
Makes
for
sense
nature.
now with the character, right?
It's, like, my favorite, like, the going to Alaska, like, the air is so good there, and it's, like, so
Oh, yes,
pretty. It looks like Breath of
fresh
the
air.
Wild in, like, some places.
Never been to Alaska. Would love to go. Mm.
I want to go to Japan.
Amazing. Japan? Yeah.
Yeah, but the
But do you
tourists
think
ruined everything.
yeah, the tourists, aren't they like anti-tourism now? It feels like it because there's so many content creators that acting all crazy down there, like that Johnny Somali dude, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and you have to like
They
Chipson,
still
speak
thank you.
are, but
Japanese.
it's
Yeah,
pretty Japan is pretty tourist friendly and, especially, like, even the Tokyo area, and everything's in English if you're, like, in, like, the main areas. So you can get
yeah.
around quite easily, like, even with, speaking only English.
Last time I was there, 2014. Yeah,
In
13,
Japan?
14. Yeah. Actually,
I'm probably
I
going
haven't
again.
really left Sweden the last 6 years, dudes.
I'm
Kind
probably
of
going again this year, probably.
with the
I haven't seen my
pandemic and
family in
all,
a
I don't
while.
know, stopped traveling and then just got caught at home. The closest I've been to traveling was like the weekend in Copenhagen, like what, 2 weeks ago? And I got robbed, dudes. They
What?
What? You
pickpocketed
got
me.
robbed? Wait, what?
How?
Yeah, at
What
the train
happened?
station. I was on my way home, right? I spent the weekend in Copenhagen. It was my sister's birthday. We were out like a bunch of girls celebrating and waiting for the train to go back home. And this dude
Ed Tothakikins
just like
donated $5
lifts
through
my
Super Chat.
stuff out of
Just
my
visited
pocket.
my grandparents,
And my
mum,
friend
Oh.
sister,
notices it
nieces and
and just
nephews.
like,
Big
Juju,
visit from
check your
Arthur and
stuff.
everyone.
And I'm like, what? It's gone. And she's just like, yeah, that guy took it. And we wanted to run after, but he just disappeared in the crowd, man. Nothing we could do. All the stuff gone.
Man, that
Mobile
sucks.
phone, credit card, driver's license, all that stuff, right? I was like, what?
Wow.
Yeah,
That
I'm,
is
like,
so
super paranoid
messed
about that.
up.
I don't let anyone get even remotely near me when I'm in
Yeah.
public.
I
So it's like,
started
I don't want
panicking
anyone
after
even
that.
close to
I'm like,
me.
oh
Leaflet's gonna
God, don't get
karate
close
chop
to me.
me.
But if you try to but, I mean, like, one time I was in the city, right? And then
Yeah.
there was, like, this homeless person that was, like, sitting down, and then I walked past them, but I'm very, like, very perceptive person. So, like, when they once I walked past them, they, like, stood up, and they started
Mm.
walking towards me, but, like, from behind. But I noticed that he was doing that, right? And dude, I was like I ended up walking, like,
Really?
extra because I was gonna cross the street, but then, like, I didn't wanna wait for the signal, so I just kept walking. And man,
I will freak out. Yeah.
yeah. I didn't wanna have to shoot
Do
him, that was, like, the thing I was worried about.
you actually carry a gun, Leaf?
Yeah, everywhere.
She's strapped.
Really?
Yeah,
to
I
strap.
never go out without a gun.
Wow, that's so cool. I mean, we are not allowed to have guns here in Sweden, right? No weapon.
You
Nuh-uh.
guys
Yeah.
only have airsoft, right?
I
Yeah,
I
but
didn't even
even
know you
those
were from
need
Sweden.
special license, and you can't carry them. And if they look too much like the real gun, um, you can get into trouble with that. No, you're not
Oh,
allowed to carry
bad.
any firearms. Nuh-uh.
Wow.
Yeah, I have like
And
a
leave it strapped. I wish I had a gun when that happened to me. I got so angry because, I mean, I felt so, when they get close to you, to your personal space, it feels like, I don't know, weird that I wouldn't have
yeah.
noticed something from me, and I didn't notice it. And yeah, I felt violated in a way, right? I was just like, what the hell just happened to me? And why didn't I notice this? And I felt so angry and sad at the same time. And you also feel helpless because you don't have any money more, because everything is like taken, right? The
Yeah.
cards, the phone, you can call anyone. Smitty, appreciate the 10 subs.
Let's go,
And also
Smitty.
Sean with the 11 month, appreciate it. Thank you guys. Um, so
Can
that
you
was
have
a
like pepper
scary.
spray?
No,
Wait, what? Well, what can you guys have to protect yourself?
nothing. Well, we
Wait,
could.
real?
No, I don't know how easy it would be to get pepper spray.
I wonder if you guys
I
can have
don't think
kinetic
it,
launchers. I'm guessing you can't have kinetic launchers either. That's what I use. Like if I have to go to like
no,
a region, because
that's cool.
so
Leaf
like
like strap.
California doesn't let you have guns unless you're a resident, which is like really annoying. But you can have kinetic launchers, and that's what I have. Like I have a thing that shoots tear gas. So just like
Ooh.
hit him
Wow.
in the face with it, like it's a gun. It's like a gun, but it shoots like
I don't want to mess with you, Leaf. I'm
it's a tear
not
gas
gonna pick
gun
on
basically.
you. Get shot, tear gassed. Don't be funny. Thank you
Yeah,
for the follow. And also Ice Angel over on Kick with the 5. Thank you. Dude, that is wild. No, no, you're not allowed to do that here in Sweden. It's ridiculous. I can't
that's
really
wild.
defend myself. I have my husband for that. He's one of those berserker big dudes,
That's
right?
good.
You don't want to mess with him. But I'm tiny. I'm one, no, 5'3", I think, in America size.
I think you're taller than us
Um,
though.
yeah, I'm pretty small, like compared to my friends. I'm usually like the tiny
Are you
tiny
like
You're
chick.
pretty
5'8",
small.
5'10"? Like, how tall are you?
5.3.
Oh, you're a
Five.
little bit taller than me. That's interesting. I'm 5'2".
Wow, if I get to be the
I'm 5'2" as
tallest.
well.
Wow.
Aw, we're
So we're the same.
short.
Sure it is.
That's
But I
wild.
guess for
What about
Europe,
you,
Europe 5'3" is really short, right? For Europe.
Celeste? Celeste, do you carry weapons, or are you using
So,
guns? Just out of curiosity, you don't have to answer.
not yet. I still have to go take classes now that my busy season is over at work. I'm gonna go take classes at the range. But I have to have a separate permit for concealed carry, and my guns can only have 10 rounds, and they can't be armor piercing rounds either. It's so
Just 10
restrictive.
rounds.
I don't live in California, but on the East Coast, they're pretty much communist at this point too. So
Wait, what do
might
they
as well.
count as armor piercing?
I actually I'm not sure, but something like that. I'm not sure,
This
but
is
probably
But
like
you
the
can
really
interesting
good
stuff.
stuff.
you don't really
Yeah.
want armor piercing
Mm.
anyway for civilian. You want hollow points basically.
I gotta double
That's what
check
you need.
because I there's restrictions in
Different
the state as
states,
to what you can carry.
different regulations, right?
Yeah,
Depending
it's
on where you live
stupid.
in the U.S.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
10
yeah.
rounds is annoying though. That's really bad.
yeah, it's
Um,
horrible.
wait,
I
is
mean,
that
how
10
many people
total
do
or
you
can you
want
have
to take
one?
10 rounds? But I don't even get like 0 rounds
I
yet.
Is it 10 or
think it's
11?
I think it's 10 total. I don't think it's plus one.
Can't even have one in the chamber, like plus one, then
I
10 in
don't
the mag.
no, I don't think so. No, it has
Yeah,
to be
So
that's
cool.
10.
nuts.
Hanging out with Americans chicks, and they are all armed up to
El-
their teeth, and
Elias said that I can't have hollow points.
Wait, you
Apparently,
can't have
yeah.
hollow points? Why not? That's exactly what you would want though.
let me see.
It's like, in
So
fact,
it's tricky, like getting the permits and everything, and you do have to attend to classes before they don't give guns to anyone, like
not in Texas.
everyone. No,
Well,
Texas,
I
you can
can.
just carry a gun.
In Texas.
Yeah.
That was
So
actually the last time I was over in the US. I was in Texas. Oh God.
Leaflet, it says that at home I can carry hollow point, but not out in the streets.
Wait, why? See, that doesn't make sense because hollow points is what you would use, what you'd want to use against people, and hollow points don't penetrate. So it's like you would specifically want those, right? Like if the
Yeah,
problem is
yeah,
penetration, if they don't like armor penetration over penetration, then obviously you want hollow points because then they don't go through things and hit people in the back of like things, basically. They don't like
makes sense.
continue. Yeah, so it doesn't make sense. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's so dumb. But one day I'll get out of this stupid state. One day, but not today,
Where would you want to
unfortunately.
move?
So
If you get to live where you now?
either North
And
Carolina
Richard Throbbin
or
donated $5
northern
to
East
Super
Texas.
Chat.
It
Just
depends.
popped in and
Oh,
support
We'll
the
see.
cultural impact you guys have.
you,
Keep up the
you,
good
you
fight
know,
for a virtuous
that's like
culture.
that's
Stay
really sad.
holy,
You just
everyone.
can't defend
Make
yourself
them
if you're a
babies.
woman
Nope.
in like Europe. You're just kind of cooked. That's
yeah,
wild.
yeah. That's
This looks
why
very
rape
anti-feminist
and a lot
policy.
of crimes like that are skyrocketing over here. Yeah,
I'm
they
especially
got
with that,
yeah,
like all of the you have a lot of people going there. They're not really the same culture. They don't really follow the same rules.
no. And Sweden got flooded. We were like per capita the country that took in the most refugees, and our whole society has shifted in just 2 decades. And yeah, it's not the same country anymore. But you say something, that's not good. It's like in the chud category. So you shut up, and then just there's very little I can do. I don't
That's
even
so
believe
rough.
that voting and does anything because our what it's not president, it's statsministern. What the hell is that in English? The prime minister of Sweden, he had to he basically got cancelled, and we had to make him step down. It's the first time this has ever happened.
Oh my
So
goodness,
yeah, the
Cappy,
world
thank you
over
for
here.
the gifted. Gosh, goodness gracious.
Cat P fetish also with the 5. Wow, what a
Oh,
name.
Cappy fetish. Oh,
Yeah.
I think my brain blocked out the
Oh,
fetish part. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and drink this water, and I'm gonna stuff this medicine and pretend I didn't read it. But thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it.
what a username. W Cat P.
W Cappy, I can't, man.
Yeah. But so this whole political stuff, yeah, and then we were watching a video before you guys rocked up here, right? With the younger generation, they see everything political. You talk about the weather, and they start putting you in what political agenda you belong. I was like, dudes, why? Right? It's a bit too much,
At
and
I
also
think it's
finding good
donated
partners and relationship because
490
you have
Hungarian
different
forints through Super
political
Chat.
views
Heavy
has
regulations,
become like a
that aren't
pandemic
against Joel's
all over the
constitution.
world, right? Not
Oh wow,
only in
yeah.
the US, but over here too.
Mm.
Everyone's fighting. Yeah. And the world is burning.
I think it's because like people are just they're really affected by it now, right? Like
Mm.
for instance, like you
We want
mentioned,
to see
like
it change.
yeah, it's starting to affect everyone's like real lives, right? Like it's like you said,
Mm.
like you can't defend yourself. You have like all of these people that aren't like the
It's
compatible culture. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, and people are trying to see that, right? People like having trouble finding jobs, people having to deal with crime, and like it's affecting like everyday people, and that's why people get like so riled up by it now.
Yeah, frustrated and I want to have a change.
Yeah.
Immortal, thank you for the gifted. Thank you. Got a hype train going over here.
So if we want to go
No,
like
but
full conspiracy theorist, they're probably doing
Mm.
this for the one world order. When they bring all the religions together
The
and
world government.
everybody, yeah, the one world
Well,
government, and we're gonna get cooked,
yeah.
bro. I hope I'm not alive for that. I don't think I could handle it.
I'm
You
halfway
know,
through, guys. I'm an old hag, okay? I'm halfway there.
You're not a hag. Okay, if you're in your 30s, you're not a hag, okay? Love yourself. You may not be young anymore, but you're still based.
30s are sweet, Celeste. Yeah, let's pretend I'm 30.
You're not 30?
Everyone in Chester is like, "Ah."
I thought you were like in your early 30s. What?
I say mid-30s. I'm like Asmongold, like, for years, I'm just gonna turn 35, and that's it.
Very
Yeah.
good. Yeah, you're not older
35,
than 35. That's fine. Yep, good for me.
yeah, 35
I
sounds
like
good,
this
right?
proposition. I agree with it.
Yeah,
Yep, not older
35
than
for the
35.
10 years, and then, hopefully I do something else than VTubing. What made you guys get into VTubing? I'm shifting conversation away from
How did
political.
what? What was the question?
How did you get into VTubing, or what made you, like, wanna be a VTuber rather
Oh,
than
jeez.
just a regular content creator?
I'll let Celeste go first.
um, so besides like not being an attractive person, um, I
That
think
you're
that
adorable.
I'm okay. People say I look like I'm 16, but it's whatever. I'm gonna.
You sound very, beautiful.
Yeah,
That's how I
thank you.
see you in my mind.
um,
Beautiful, yes.
I think like when I was in college, VTubing in Western on the West on EN hadn't like taken off yet. Like it was starting to, take off during the pandemic. And then I really like anime. So I was like, oh, this is cool. You can be an anime character and stream instead of show your face. I was
Mhm.
working on the model for myself, but then I was busy. I was like an honors student. It was just a lot, so I didn't finish it. And then later on,
No, just
somebody from my past encouraged me to do it, so I've just been kind of doing it ever since. And yeah, it's been pretty good. What about you, Leaflet?
uh, um,
Leaf is just like, "Oh,
I don't
dear."
know. It's a little heavy. That's why I don't know if I want to kill the moon.
Kill the
Leaf, just say
moon.
it out like,
Say it with your
just anime,
chest, woman.
right? I think
uh,
that's what we all have in common, anime dweebs.
like like, well, uh, okay. Well, basically, like my whole aesthetic is like anime. Like I think anime is like the best ever. Like I wish I could make everything anime. And that's kind of like part of my goal. It's very Chunibyo, but whatever. But basically what happened was I'm gonna go through it real fast because it's just like it's kind of dark. But the whole thing is like I was like kind of on this arc where I was gonna like kill myself, and I had
Oh,
gotten everything set up for it, and I was like ready to do it. And then my mom found like I guess she like sensed it or she found out, and she was like, okay, well, um, you used to stream. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, well, why don't you try streaming again? And I was like, I mean, I guess so. And then so I started streaming. And
oh, Leaf, I'm sorry.
Woman, you
Yeah,
oh
better
no,
you're
not
no,
do it
I'm
welcome.
again.
great. I feel great.
I will personally
Step
There's
to
my
grab
my
you and
well, I'm not
stop
even
you.
depressed anymore.
W for your mother for being there, and I know she's a part of your channel as well, right? You kind of do this whole thing a bit together, and I
Yeah.
think
So
that's
like
cool. This is wonderful.
originally,
Yeah, Asari, right? W
yeah,
Asari.
yeah. But, like, originally, so I used to, like, hang out with my mom a lot more, like, we would watch anime, play games together, but,
Mhm.
start streaming, I started becoming, like, more busy, I didn't really have time for that, and then I told my mom, "Oh, why don't you just play with me on stream?" So, I got her, like, a PNG, like, and we
Yeah.
were playing on stream, and she actually, like, really liked it, and I was like, "Actually, this is, like, a good dynamic," and so I was like, "Why don't you just get you a model?" And so I got her one, and then now we just share, and she streams sometimes on her own too now. When she's not
Yes,
busy, but she's busy a lot, so
but that's so cool. I really love what a happy that it continued, and then you fought through this with the help of your mother, and then you guys do this together. That's amazing. I don't know. Yeah, I love anime. I've watched anime all my life, right? I
what's
collected
your favorite?
figurines for a while. I've been in role playing communities and LARPing, and I'm just a dweeb in general. And I don't know, was IRL streamer, but I'm lazy, right? who wants to be pretty with makeup every day.
For real, I
It's
couldn't
too
stand
much.
that.
Ugh. So
What's
yeah,
your
this
favorite anime?
I don't really have a
Admitted
favorite
Robin
list.
donated
I like to mix it
$5
up.
through Super
I
Chat.
can't
No
watch the
minus for the
same
pot
stuff
please.
over like
Only
for a
plus ultra
longer
from now
period. I like
on.
to mix it up, and I
Mm.
watch a lot of older anime. How I got into it was probably yeah, classic Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, Inuyasha, all those shows that was around in the 90s.
Oh
I
Like
love
yeah.
Inuyasha. Oh my gosh.
but I watch a lot of older shows like from the 70s and mid 80s.
Ooh.
There's one of my favorites. It's I Sheet the Night. My love or I Love You, My Night, I think is the
Mhm.
English translation.
Mhm.
It's about this glam rock star dude that falls in love with restaurant owner's daughter.
Oh well.
And it's so adorable. I think that's one of the first animes. No, actually Heidi, right?
Mm.
Studio Ghibli Heidi. And then, yeah, I Cheat the Night, Sailor Moon. I love these magical girl animes from the 90s, like Tokyo Mew Mew Precure, right? You showed me
Yeah,
this,
I
like,
love Precure.
I
Did you
love
see like
Cardcaptor
Sakura?
Sakura.
cute.
Yes, Cardcaptor Sakura is so
Yeah,
good.
Sakura.
Oh man.
I
My
capture, yes. And then there was like Mila, the volleyball star. There was like this football anime. I think it was called Kickers or something. Um,
Did you see Pretty Sammy? That was my favorite. Like that was my
oh yeah,
favorite magical girl from
Pretty
the era.
Sammy.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
favorite one.
What
Aw.
about Fruits Basket? Did you guys watch Fruits Basket?
Oh yeah, I watched that. That
I
was
read
one of my
the
first
manga.
cosplays actually. It was a Fruits Basket.
Ooh, who did you cosplay?
I read the
Kisa.
manga.
Yay, let's go.
Ah. Yeah, and then video games too, right? Like Final Fantasy, and then you went to conventions and you saw all the cool cosplayers dressing up, and so yeah, I've always been like part of the dweeb community. Um, Also, huge comic book collector. I mean, Western comics, right? Not just the Asian, Japanese, or Korean art style. Like, favorite superheroes are like Spawn, Venom, Silver Surfer, Spider-Man, Hulk. I kind of love those characters. So I just love cartoons in general. And VTubing, I don't see it like an idol culture. I know this is how it started, but I think I just see it as a mean of content creation.
Yeah, I see
And
that
I
that way
hate
too.
that
Yeah.
they are gatekeeping it and just like, no, this is just for I don't know, pop culture. And it has to be a certain way. And I'm
Do it
just like,
however
no, I
you
just
want.
want to be a cute cartoon character on the internet, right? Look
Mm.
at the most successful VTuber of them all. He's just a peanut.
Oh my gosh. He view bots though. He's a view botter. Girl,
You see,
what
I
you
don't know
mean?
about that.
Oh, you know I had to drop that joke.
I know.
Joshua, thank you for
He's so
the most
silly.
successful VTuber of all time. It's a peanut.
It's a
Mm,
freaking peanut, bro. I can't. Tabby Touch,
but
thank
I
you for
think
the
that
raid on Kick. Thank you.
hi,
Oh,
ladies.
welcome
Um,
in.
you don't necessarily just have to love anime only. If you're a VTuber, you can like different things as well, right? You can be a video game nerd. You can be, I don't know, into other cartoons and movies and or politics even, right? How many politics streamers are popping off lately? Or just reaction content. And I think we drifted away from this whole idol culture. That was like the starting days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
YouTubing is weird.
But like
Weird, weird.
isn't like it didn't have to be that way. I guess it's just because um that was how it was presented originally, maybe in Japan.
Yeah.
But there were people
Yeah.
using anime avatars like before this, right?
Yeah.
Like not
Yeah.
just me, but there were other people doing it as well.
Mm. 'Cause, I mean,
Like,
streaming culture is, like, massive over there. Have you seen, like, those Chinese clips where they stream outside and all the streets are flooded with just content creators? This is
oh my
crazy.
god.
Yes. And that's kinda what happened to VTubing space, right? Everyone, like, even regular people just started VTubing because they wanted to try out streaming, not necessarily because, I don't know. So it shifted into something else.
I mean,
I got
it's
my
a
Don't
first
medium
you
like
live
have
anything
kitty.
else, though. Obviously, we should always respect the culture and what it comes from. I don't think that we should deviate too hard, but again, mediums are tools in a way, and you build the culture around it, and people build their niches. Like we're very niche in what we do compared to most YouTubers,
Oh, yeah.
but I think that's good that we have our own space.
I
Yeah.
I think it's a tool, and they can do things their own way, and other people can do things their own way. I don't think there's really any like they don't
Exactly,
have like
right?
a they don't have an ownership of using a animated avatar model, right?
It's the same with the whole mindset of AI. I get the people who hate it, and so don't use it, you know? You can boycott it and then be against it, but then don't go after the people that do enjoy it and want to use it or are curious to how it works, right?
Hmm.
And the whole, like, fussing, "You're not allowed to do this," or, "You're not allowed to use that." I'm just like, "What the" No one is telling you
Honestly,
off, right? So
I'm kind of glad they're doing it because that just means I get it all to myself for longer. Means they won't use it. The haters won't use it,
how
and,
can
like they're gonna
advantage
keep
you?
losing, and it's like, oh, I love it.
Yeah, and you're amazing at it, right? I've just, like, recently started, like, dipping my toes into it, and it's so much more finicky than what you think, because so many
Ye-
people just, assume you type in some word and it spits out, and then there you go, end of the product, but there's so many steps, right? And you make it look
Yeah,
amazing, like, music videos, it must be so much, hours you put into these, projects.
it takes me like I gotten really fast at it, but like it still takes like anywhere from 6 to 12 hours for like a basic
Oh,
video. Like
wow.
put 'em in the box took me like 30
I remember that,
something.
yeah. It
It
took you
took me
like
That's
30,
a
40
lot.
forever.
hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Week almost.
I mean, if you need help with any of it, like you can just ask me anytime.
I'm always curious. I basically just recently started, Fan just, generated my avatar, and then the internet just like, "Boo." And I'm just like, "What? I never used AI before. What is this?" Well, I knew what it was, but I was like, "How can I start using this?" And I've always admired you, Leaf. Like, you do some really cool stuff with it. Like that intermission when you go AFK and you have all these commercials running. I'm just like, how
It's
cool is
so
Oh,
much
that?
fun.
The 90s
I
commercials? Love
oh
it.
oh my gosh. It like you guys should totally do it too. It's such a good like idea because so I started doing it because I wanted to take more breaks. Like my friend Rana was telling me that I need to take more breaks. But the problem
Yeah,
is, and
take.
you probably understand this, is like when you go on break, you lose like a lot of viewers. Like a lot of
Yeah,
Oh,
viewers just
yeah.
like disappear during break.
everyone
Oh, yeah.
leaves.
Now,
All
ever
the
since I
chat.
started yeah, and I started doing ASTV, now I got a lot less like people leaving during breaks.
Yeah.
So
See, so
you should
it
do it.
works.
It's a
You're
good strategy.
entertained.
You should do it.
Okay, sometimes, in the morning, I sit there with my morning coffee and just like, okay, Leaf isn't there, but the commercial's on. Yes. I get to
Or
watch
just
this. It's so nostalgic.
what I
Just like
do,
TV back in the days. Yeah.
yeah. What you can do is like just anytime you have like a meme idea, like something silly, I just like
Mm,
write it down, and then
yeah.
when I have time, I just go on like the AI thing, and I just like start pumping them out, and I usually just
Yeah.
one shot them. Like I just do like the first one, and then like, well, that's good enough, and then I'll just throw that in there. You don't have to edit it or anything like that.
Mm,
But I can show you how to do them. Like you can do like commercials, like fun little commercials. Like you could do one for like I don't know, like banana juju banana
Smoothies.
smoothies or
Yay.
something like that. But I could probably make one right now. You want me to do one right now? I'll do one right
That's
now.
so cute.
Do you have a reference
Oh,
I
Leaf.
can get?
Yes, I'll send you one over. Hang on. Um, I use Grok for my animations, right? And you can only animate for like 10 seconds and it all morphs into each other. And it is, I don't
Are you
know
using
what
Sensei?
engines are the best ones. I hear like Vido or what is it called? The other
Are
one. Suno
are
was
you
for the music,
using
right?
are you using, reference sheets? Like, did you make a reference sheet?
No,
I'll make one for
'cause
you.
I don't
If
know.
you send it to me send me
Well, I don't know. Here you go. One close up. I sent it
At
in our
Volcano Zombie
DMs.
donated
do you have a
Look at
turnaround?
that.
Like
$1,000
a
Swandic
Popping
Prima
up.
through Super
Giant
Chat.
trash can.
Good luck with your subathon.
do you have like a spin around, or is that the only one you have?
Oh God, maybe AI
If you don't, I'll make
generated
it.
some of
I'll make
that.
you one. I got it.
Yeah,
I got you. Just give me a second.
I'm so bad. I'm
Keep
really
talking,
like
I'll make it for you. Give me a sec. I'll make you
wait, I have
everything. Just give me a
this
second.
one, but that's not good because the booba is way too small on that one. And it looks like
The booba. I can't
the
believe
booba
it.
needs to be big.
I can't
I got it
believe
for
it,
you.
chat. The
I'll make it
booba.
for you. Just give me a second.
I love how you said that. That's so funny.
The jiggle
The
jiggle.
booba.
The
That's
booba
something I
needs to be
noticed.
big.
Like, people nerf my character's chest, and I'm like, she's a Latina woman. How dare you?
It's gotta have curves, right?
Exactly.
Um,
At
feminist
Lord
curves.
underscore Marshall underscore
They're
Joe
there to
Brazel
distract
donated 10
chat, so they
euros
don't
through
notice
Super
that I never
Chat.
read chat.
From low poly
Right?
JPEGs
That
to
I don't
advanced
really
mocap,
read what
tech
they're
has come a
writing
long
now over
way.
there. I'm completely ignoring you, Chad. You noticed? Read that chat. This what
It's
happens when you hang out with two cuties. You get distracted and you're just like, wait, where
it's
did chat
okay.
go?
My YouTube chat says that I abandon them all the time, but I'm reading like 4 different chats all at once, and my brain can't process it all.
See, monkey brains. Also, I'm terrible at multitasking.
Juju, you're not on Rumble, right?
No, maybe I should try it out. But then there's even more platforms. There's already too many platforms. There's a YouTube, a Kick. Although I stopped streaming over on YouTube, I only upload videos there now because
Yeah.
of the copyright strikes and the systems, right? The AI moderation is kind of janky over there.
There's way too much stuff going on. Like, I don't know how some people they multi-stream to like 5 platforms, and I'm like, I can barely focus on two. The chat goes by so fast. Sometimes I'm like, I can't possibly keep up with all of you.
No, I think that's what you got to do as a bigger content creator. Do you ignore chat, leave? Just let it like pop by you and
So it depends. Like if
and
I'm focusing on something, I don't look at it. But what I try to do is I skim it. Excuse me.
yeah, like briefly, like it's something important. Okay, they're just like quangos over there. No,
Yeah,
Way
I
too
like I
many.
so many
I
quangos
just
all of a sudden. I'm just
oh,
gonna
if I
ignore
have
them.
people like that, well, sometimes I engage them just for fun, for content, but I usually
Dude, I
just
wish I had quangos in chat. All my
they're
YouTube
so
is
fun.
sweethearts. They never fuss and fight with me. I just like, come on, provoke me. Say something outrageous. I want to stir up some stuff.
That's
I want to fight
wild.
back.
Girl, they're gonna
I learn
clip
how to.
you and they're gonna send you to the shadow realm so fast.
Mm. I want to deliver these snappy comments, right? Shoot them straight from the hip. Snap back. How am I going to be able to learn that if chat is all wholesome and just like, we love you all the time? Like, come on, chat, get over it. Be rude. Be tough. Tough enough.
And also cough your
I think
lungs
she's
out.
asking for a roast. I bet you would suck it at roasting, chat. I dare you. Someone drop their meanest roast. Yeah.
I'm working on
I think
that.
this is how it is, right? At a certain point, if there's too much going on, you're just like, okay, zone out. And dudes, it's 11 o'clock in the evening here, right? I'm usually in bed by then. I know you guys are night creatures.
Oh yeah.
The
I
other
always
day,
up
Actually,
I
like super late.
I'm not a night
3 o'clock in the morning.
creature. I I wake up early, like anywhere between 5 and 8 o'clock my time, and that's like when I'll have the most energy. And then I'm in bed by like 9 or 10 o'clock, unless I end up streaming late with somebody or whatever. But I can't stay up past like 9 or 10.
No, no, same. Like I go to bed early and then wake up morning. The problem over here is, in the winter we don't get sunlight. So if I would be a night creature, I would never see the sun, and I would go crazy because I need my vitamin D. Ladies, we need the vitamin D. Otherwise, we get depressed.
I'm
I
glad
I
we're
just go
talking about
walking.
vitamins.
The
Going
sun
walking
rays.
is really
Okay?
nice. I don't like the sun though
It's
that much. Like it's so hot and I like cold weather.
But I'm from Sweden. It never gets hot. I mean, 20 degrees and we're just
I
like,
guess
oh my
that's
God,
true. Man, it's like 90 degrees
what
right
is
now,
hot?
man.
You know?
wait,
Awful.
What is
20
hot?
degrees Celsius or 20 degrees Fahrenheit? You gotta speak to me in freedom
20
units, woman.
degrees Celsius is like a hot summer day. Celsius.
20
Don't
Celsius
be
is
Fahrenheit. No, freedom
68,
unit.
68. Oh my god, that's so nice. 68.
Yeah, and that's a hot
Jeez.
summer day. But in the winter gets like -20, right? So very cold. But it's easier to deal with the
Ed
cold
Psycho
because you just put layers on top, right? When it's
$2,164.25
hot,
Mhm.
through Super Chat.
when you're
Juju and
naked, you're
Leaflit,
still gonna be
please
hot,
stop
right?
hating your YouTube members. Kick is slightly regarded and doesn't
You
send
can't really cool
notifications.
down. And so it's easier to fight the cold than the heat, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just like kind of layer up, right? Just change like
Mm-mm.
what you have. Like I'm wearing like the lightest clothes and it's like I can't really do anything about it if it gets hotter than that. It's just
Yeah.
screwed.
I like baggy outfits too. It's got to
Oh
be
yeah, that's my
comfortable.
favorite.
Yeah. I hate like tight jeans and wearing a bra or no, no, it's gotta be comfortable.
I like
Mm.
wearing
Mhm.
sweats. I don't really like wearing dresses, but Leaflet has convinced me to get these really cute dresses, and I will eventually.
Did you
Once I'm
get
in better,
any?
once I'm
Aw,
in better shape, I will. I promise, Leaflet. No, you'll be the first person I show. Actually, you'll be the
my
second because I'll be married by then.
my hairstylist was like, "What the heck?" Because like I came in all dressed up, and like before that, I was only wearing sweats, and she was like, "What the heck happening?"
It's
I like
because
wearing
you
dresses
have
in
fashion.
summer. Mm. That's my summer
That's a lost 20
wardrobe.
pounds, so I look completely different. But it is.
Oh wait, weren't we supposed to watch a
Barely the
video?
dresses in
I
summer.
forgot.
I
What
think
video?
we were supposed to watch a video and then we're just like, I don't know.
We started
I still
Let me
have
put the
yapping.
half of it,
reference
right?
sheet.
With the making babies and why the generation's gone to shit. Basically, what happened was like Korea's birth rate is at 1.15. And if you want to sustain,
1.15.
yeah, 1.15. And if you want to sustain the population how it is today, you need to increase it to at least 2.2.
Oh
So in
Yeah,
other
just
wow.
words,
astronomical. Yeah.
they're screwed. And also, America, you're not far behind, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're
Um,
cooked.
yeah, very radical. How do we do this? Do I stream it over to Discord so
You
you guys
Yeah, you would share it on Discord and we can
uh,
just pop it out.
Here, Juju, how's this?
Leaf is working on something.
How is that?
Ooh,
Oh my
pretty.
goodness. Oh, you even got the ears right and your tail is there. When I generate juju, I always get like this magician wooden staff And I'm just like, but she has a tail, not a staff, you know? What the hell? How do you do this, Leaf?
with
Yeah.
surgery.
With
All right, so now
surgery?
that I said wizardry. So like now that
Oh,
Yeah,
we have
wizard.
that, right? Now we can go
Mana
into
through the roof.
here. All right.
The staff of the mojo.
Let me I'm gonna okay, hold on.
Wait, is that too small for you guys? Like the
what an interesting
YouTube?
aspect ratio.
Yeah,
Holy
it's because of my OBS ratio. We're gonna change this. Wait. It's all kinds of fucked up. Wait, I'll make it bigger. Wait, like this, and then we're gonna.
Goodness gracious. We gotta
Goodness
go full
gracious, what are you
screen.
doing, woman?
Oh my gosh. Your Chrome is broken.
Wait,
Somebody help this woman. Send her
somebody.
the police.
Technical. Wait. Celeste, you going there? I'm going here. Leave you there. Do you guys see it? I know it's super small, but it's called
Adintothi
Screen Estate, all right?
643
Because I have
donated
so many other
$10
things
through
like
Super
I
Chat. Hail
it's a
Cell.
mess over
Hail the
here
chat.
on my desktop. Chat, you staying there. All right, let's go. Halfway through. We got 19 minutes left. So, ladies, it's Generation Z refuse to have babies. We gotta make them realize having more babies.
Fitness, financial independence, and
Tell
dating
me if I
strategy.
need
In
to
the
stop.
middle,
Oh,
red
is the
pill
audio double
arguing
for you?
that feminism has
Is the
Is it
audio
going?
double?
Is it going through your speaker or somebody's
Yeah,
speaker?
it's true. Yeah, probably my desktop.
Oh,
Oh no! Hubby pointed this out the other day. Hubby, the Discord audio, it's like you said, it's like a dual, right? So how the fuck do you change that? Hmm. Hang on, ladies. It's going well.
I need to get tissues, but you can start whenever. By the way, don't. I'll be here.
Right already. Poor Celeste, all sick and sniffly.
I sound like a
Yeah,
dog.
get well. You see what Leaf did?
That's amazing.
Look, Leaf, I'm a ventriloquist. I can sound like a dude. No, that was my husband in the background. Monitoring properties. Property, no. OBS had an update. Okay.
corrupted the romantic marketplace, and that men need to understand
better?
real rules. Then you get
Double
into
audio?
machismo, men
Leaf,
going
how
their
is it
own
for
way,
you?
a separatist movement whose members advocate total withdrawal from
Leaf is busy.
relationships with women as
She's
a matter
AI
of self-preservation.
working her
And at the
AI
far end,
magic.
incel communities
Sorry.
built
I
around
just
the
realized I was
conviction that
muted.
physical appearance
I thought I was talking the whole time. I can hear it. It's only one. Yeah.
It's only one? Okay, I
Yeah,
think we
no.
got it fixed.
All right.
Okay, because this has been so scuffed throughout the whole Subathon. Yeah, Tech Hobby, W Hobby,
Admiral Groundhog
sorting
donated
this out.
$2 through Super Chat.
With the weird
hierarchies and female
ratio.
hypergamy have permanently
Why is she in
excluded
trash?
certain men from any
Much better
possibility
sound?
of a romantic
Awesome.
connection, and that the correct response to this is rage. The Movember Institute found that nearly 2/3 of men aged 16 to 25 regularly consume content from masculinity influencers online. In the UK, 73% of Gen Z social media users have viewed misogynist content. The pipeline from self-improvement content to radicalization is well documented. Research from Ribeiro et al. Traced user migration patterns from
Wait, so dudes actually believe those TikTok gurus? Yeah, no wonder everything's turning sideways. Dudes follow these bros on like how to be a I don't know, a manly guy, I guess. And the women are following the propaganda of the what was it? The 4D movement, right?
pickup artist communities to the red pill to the Amjido, with each stage more extreme than the last. Andrew Tate is the most visible individual figure in this ecosystem. A British-American kickboxer and social media personality, he accumulated 740,000 YouTube subscribers and
He's the
4.6
biggest role
million
model.
Instagram followers before his removal from major platforms in August 2022. After
Andrew
the ban,
Tate?
individual users kept uploading his content to TikTok, where videos with his name accumulated more than 13 billion views. In the UK, 84% of boys aged 13 to 15 have heard
It's
of
like
him.
one of those bad
23%
boys,
hold a
right?
positive
Kodiak, thank you
opinion
for the
of him.
bits.
Among young
Thank
men
you.
aged
I hate that crap. Not
I
all,
like how
dude.
I like how I come back to Andrew Tate on my screen.
Yeah. Apparently, the younger generation, Kodiak, you're not generation, what is it, alpha or the beta? The younger ones, right? They all have him as a role model. Dude,
Yeah,
this is
I
cringe.
actually like looked into like red pill stuff years ago when I was a bit younger. Like my generation is the one that's been influenced, but that guy is really like a psycho. I mean, there's some good things from red pill that bring to light that men and women have their own roles, but they take it to a different extreme. It's really upsetting. What we need to do is be Christ pilled, my friends.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Also, voice of the far realm. Thank you for the bits.
18 to
Thank
29, 1 in 3 view him favorably, and 31% describe him as a role model. 76% of UK secondary school teachers report
not a
being
role
extremely
model. He's
concerned about
an
online misogyny
internet
affecting their male
moron.
students. Teachers have documented
And
boys
very
telling female
extreme, yeah.
classmates, "I wouldn't even you." A primary school teacher reported a boy saying it's okay to hurt women because Andrew Tate says so. Joe Rogan operates at the
heck?
mainstream end of the male media ecosystem, reaching roughly 14.5 million listeners per episode with an audience that is 80% male and averages 24 years old. His interview
Is that the same for you girls? Do you have the statistics or the analytics of your viewers? Because I get to see it over on YouTube, right? And it's
Mhm.
mainly dudes. I
Yeah,
believe
mine
like
is, like-
most people on the internet are all dudes.
It's
Yeah,
mostly
I think
men, yeah.
mine, but it was last I checked, it was mostly dudes, yeah.
Mine is 90 on YouTube. It's 97.1% male, 2.8% female, and 0.1% user specified.
Donated $5 through
I think I also have over 90% male audience. I can't see it. I don't know how to see it on Twitch or on Kick. I don't know if there's statistics about it. Don't usually look at it, but I find it interesting. I think there is a male dominance on the internet. Yeah.
Trump alone
I only have
Interesting.
more than 50
about 4% female on mine.
4? Yeah.
4, yeah.
So it's all dudes watching. Hi, dude.
Gosh.
Hey, you better watch this than the freaking Andrew Tate, okay? You gotta stop watching that Tate. He's full of nonsense. Like, what the frick?
million YouTube views. Ben Shapiro reaches 18% of young Trump voters
Yeah.
monthly. The top right-leaning podcasters as a group, Rogan, the Nelk Boys, Sean Ryan, Theo Vaughn, skew 89% male on average. On the left, Hassan Piker has 2.6 million Twitch followers. The information divide among
Do you think Hassan has only girl viewers?
I think he has a
It's
bunch
like
of bots.
90% girls
No, they're
sitting there
clankers.
freaking out like,
It's all clankers.
We get all the base dudes and Hassan get the freaky Karens, right?
Yeah, probably.
young
Honestly.
men and young women isn't just ideological, it's infrastructural. Different platforms, different perspectives, different content genres, producing different pictures of what the world is and what your place in it should be. The incel movement crossed from an online ideology into physical violence before most people had even heard the word. On May 23rd,
Yeah.
2014, 22-year-old Elliot Rodger killed 6
Oh,
people and injured
jeez.
14 near UC
I
Santa
remember
Barbara,
Have you
heard of this
California,
guy?
having posted a
Yeah, it was all over the news. Come on, that went global.
Yeah, his like
Yeah,
did you ever watch
crazy.
his videos? Like the actual videos that were on his YouTube channel? I don't think they're up
No,
anymore, but I watched them
no,
all before. They were like really, really weird. Like they were really
no.
narcissistic.
I didn't dive into the story deeper, but I remember when this happened, right? Is
Like
it crazy? We had shootings over here in Sweden as well at campus. Just was it last year or the year before? Also absolutely crazy.
like he used to go like
So
his videos where he would
Funny.
go on and he would be like, "Hi guys, I'm Elliot Rogers, and I I just don't understand women. Like, look at me. I'm so beautiful and I'm so awesome. And like he would do stuff like that. And he's like, but the women, they still don't like me. What's wrong with them? That's like his videos were like that.
That's creepy, man. Some
Yeah, it
psycho
was
bullshit.
crazy. It was like,
Oh no.
explicitly grounding the attack in incel
Creepy,
ideology.
right?
On April 23rd,
yeah.
2018, Alec Manassian drove a rental van into a crowded Toronto sidewalk, killing 10 and injuring 16. He posted a Facebook immediately before the attack. The incel rebellion has already begun.
Are these guys crazy? What does that even mean? Incel rebellion and then driving into a bunch of people? Like, come on.
Canadian intelligence services have since formally classified violent
Ay, ay,
misogyny as
ay.
a form of
Incel
ideological
rebellion.
extremism. The male reaction to a culture perceived as hostile expressed itself through the workplace as well. 74% of managers identify Gen Z as the most difficult generation to manage, an issue driven less by competence and a wholesale rejection of traditional professional norms. More than 75% of Gen Z employees have engaged in quiet quitting, deliberately performing exactly the minimum defined in a job description, nothing more. 69% say they have no interest in pursuing management.
You know what I think that this depends on is because the boomers refuse to step down, right? And so these guys got caught in limbo. They were promised to, if you study, you get your job, you can buy your house, start a family, and this never happened. And now they feel like they are betrayed and completely freaking out, right? Chase
Mhm.
unrealistic dreams, and now they snapping out of it, or they're waking up and just like, oh my God, this is not what I wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of
Ay,
things
ay,
got
ay,
really
ay.
terrible too, just
Conscious
like with everything.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
definitely. Sorry, didn't mean to like. I'm
Oh no, no,
fast
no.
on the on the boss.
bossing. Managers report needing to handle standard direct feedback with unusual care because it frequently results in emotional shutdowns or accusations of creating a toxic workplace. One Gen Z employee went viral for posting a video explaining why she refused to cancel pre-approved vacation leave during a sudden company emergency, framing it as a principled act of boundary setting. The video ran to millions of views and sparked a broad debate about what
Crazy.
exactly has changed and how this generation understands professional obligations. The education enrollment gap is one of the most consequential structural shifts within this story. And it
Anyone
operates
remember that
largely
clip?
below public
No, what
awareness.
clip are we
Men
talking
outnumbered
about?
women in American higher education for the last time in 1978. By 2021, 70% of female high school graduates enrolled in college versus only 55% of
Guys, look at that drop. Can you guys see like the drop on the male? Like no one wants to study anymore. It's all like females taking over that sector.
males,
Yeah.
the widest gap ever recorded. There are currently 2.4 million more
Wow.
female undergraduates than male undergraduates in the United
That
States.
is a lot.
The 4-year graduation rate is 54% for women and 43% for men. Richard Reeves of the Brookings Institute identified the core structural outcome. We have wider
College is
gender
gay.
inequality today in U.S. higher education.
Dude,
Like
it
the
just
money a lot of
turned
the time.
into a chick studies, right? All these like classes, and the girls just like educating themselves and yeah, and trying to get better jobs in higher sectors and be girl bosses. That's what it's about. Dudes getting replaced.
Than we
You're
did when
going back to more practical
Title
labor.
IX was passed.
Mm.
It's just in the reverse direction.
No more
Because years
degrees.
spent in higher education correlate strongly with liberal political views, and because women now spend dramatically more time in higher education than men do, the education gap mechanically generates a portion of the ideology gap regardless of any other factor. But the biggest factor in
Yeah,
how your
fake
money
degrees.
grows is where it's placed. And one of the best places to put it is in a high-yield savings account.
Oh
with
no,
Chime.
commercial. We're watching commercial.
So I think if you could pause real quick, like here
Yes.
in America, they're happy that women have, like, since feminism here like a couple decades ago, women are in the workforce now, so they don't have to pay people, as much. Salaries overall just, keep going down, and debt. So the people who benefit are the ones, at the top. I think it's less of like, I think gender wars are stupid. It should be more about like classes against each other, like, middle to low class, whatever, or terms of income, not like actual class versus the elites. That's how I see it, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I think gender wars, I don't know, feel like women have equal rights to men in the West, and we're fussing around about small details. Right? We gets to study, we gets to vote, we gets to work. You can basically do the same shit that the guys can. So what are we even fighting about, right?
Yeah,
Minor details.
it's not about rights anymore. It's about being the oppressor now, I think. But
Yeah.
it's a bunch of propaganda. It's a lot of brainwashing, and society is just breaking more apart in the West at least. And then when they let people from these third world countries come in, and they're the ones having all the kids, eventually the people who are not reproducing, right, originally, like whether in America and Europe, you get overtaken by these people at the end, and it's so sad. People don't realize it.
Yeah, but that's what's happening, right? Not only in the US, but also in
In
Europe
Europe,
and
yeah.
over in Asia as well, like countries like Korea, where the birth rate just dropped. People like because men and women don't get along anymore. They're fighting about ridiculous things like politics and a lot of other nonsense.
The restoration of those
Yeah.
hierarchies as its core
And
promise.
women
The same financial
want
pressure
more
built into different
career
gender
rather than
role
families,
expectations
right?
produce
Yeah.
the opposite political
Mhm.
destinations. Researchers found this mechanism operating in parallel studies
More
of South
important to
Korea,
them.
Brazil, and the United States. In each case, male-specific economic shocks increased support for authoritarian right-wing candidates, while female-specific shocks had the reverse effect. Jonathan Haidt and Greg Lukianoff identified in their 2018 book, The Coddling of the American Mind, what they called three great untruths, ideas that contradict both ancient wisdom and modern psychology and produce real harm in people who
Nightmare again.
internalize them. The first, that what doesn't kill you makes you weaker, contradicting the established research showing children are antifragile and require exposure to stressors to rebuild resilience. The second, that you should always trust your feelings as guides to reality. The third, that life is a battle between good and evil people. All three were baked into the environment Gen Z grew up inside. The first
Yeah.
through overprotective helicopter parenting that systematically
no.
cleared obstacles. The second through the therapy speak culture of social media. And the third through identity politics framing of progressive activism on
Oh,
campus
jeez.
and online. The generation that absorbed
Yeah, they've been brainwashed through and through
Yeah.
with from all sides. In family, in education, on social media, and that's where they spend the most time, right? Staring at these screens and getting yeah. No wonder everyone's acting crazy.
all three simultaneously arrived at adulthood
Brainwashed.
with a particular vulnerability to ideological capture. The dating
See,
and
they can't
relationship
deal with
data
any
shows where
problems.
all of this lands in
They
practice.
know how
Pew
they don't know
Research
how to
found
handle that.
63% of American men under 30 are currently single versus 34% of women in the same bracket, though the General Social survey puts the male to female single gap closer to 10 points when accounting for men who date younger
It's
women
more than
outside
half,
the
man.
18 to 29 survey frame. On dating apps, female users swipe 14% of the time on average. Male users swipe right 46% of the time. OkCupid found 72% of female respondents saying they couldn't date someone with opposing political views. Political mentions in dating profiles increased.
I think in
Why?
general
Why?
you shouldn't marry
Yeah.
somebody who is super like polemic into like whether that's religion or political beliefs, because those are very foundational things, and if fundamentally you disagree, you're always going to be arguing, you're not going to value the same things usually, and then that spills over
Yeah.
into your children. So I think it makes sense not to. Someone who's more in the middle that maybe you can convince, or they're not going to be super aggressive, I think it's fine. But if you're like polar opposites, I don't think it's going to work.
No, not complete opposites. But don't you think you can find common ground even with someone that doesn't agree with you politically? Like, does it have to be the same? Do you have to agree with everything just to be together? I find it more
No.
interesting if you like
Doesn't have to be
overcome these
everything.
differences. No, it's just politics, right? The world shifts constantly. Like you can change your mind too. Maybe you're voting for one political party, and then turns out the next time they gonna candidate, they say some other things, and you decide against them and choose to give your vote to someone else, right? You can shift. And then you meet your dream man and you tell him, like, no, I'm not going to marry you because you have these political views. I feel like women are over exaggerating. They're trying to find like the perfect prince. Gotta have certain amount of money, gotta have a career, gotta have this and that, gotta have the same political views, gotta be okay with that I gets to decide when and how many children we have. You don't have a say so in this, and me all the time. I don't know if that's so good that women, yeah, demand so much. And also with the aligning of the political agenda. What the fuck does it matter, right? At the end, if you really like each other, should politics come between you?
187% between 2017 and 2008.
And is it really that important? Like, are people really interested in politics that much?
I guess it depends, right? So like
Mm.
if for instance, if you or the other person are very politically charged, but also opposite, then it's gonna cause a lot of fighting, right?
Yeah, sure.
But if it's not the case, like you're kind of more mild on it, then it might matter less. But it's kind of like what Celestine said is like it is kind of like a very what's the word? Very fundamental foundational thing that like you might
William Errolson,
have severe disagreements about like everyday
donated
life.
$10 through Super
And it just
Chat.
seems like it's
The
less of a
trick is
pain to
to
not
never
have to deal
frame
with
things
that,
political.
I guess.
Just be
But
Y'all,
again, if you're
are
both
you
Tyler
ever
Sally
gonna,
non-political,
thinks
then
she is left leaning, but
mm.
always
you ever
votes
gonna find the
GOP
perfect
now.
match?
I've
No,
never
no,
run
One
no.
for
that ticks off
politics.
all the boxes?
No, I think
And I
that's the
feel like
only
women
one.
have like 5 boxes are ticked off, they are wonderful, and then 2 are just like, nah. And
I
then
did.
you scrap the whole thing just because 2 wasn't ticked off, right? That's the feeling I get of how our society functions at the moment. That
Yeah.
everything has to be perfect, and it's me and my career, and
Mm-hmm.
I should focus on this first, and everything needs to be aligned and perfect and matching. And if he doesn't agree with me 100%, I'm the victim here. He can't understand. Blah blah blah. It's too much,
Yeah,
and no
I
wonder
think
our birth rates are dropping.
I think that, like you said, you're not gonna match 100%, but there might be some really fundamental things that you don't budge on. But yeah, like, I mean, if it's minor things, like, who cares? But then there's some like
Mm.
more major things. Like, for example, if I marry someone that doesn't want to have kids, and I don't know if the word is antinatalist, but they hate children, I'm not gonna marry them. I want children. I
No,
love
no,
children, and they're
obviously not.
blessing.
No.
So yeah, like you said, it does have to be a one-on-one. No one's perfect. No one's gonna fully match what you want. Like,
Mm.
you might compromise or say like, oh, this isn't such a big thing. It doesn't matter. They pretty much match the most important things, and I think that's the perspective me and Leaflet are trying to kind of share. Is like, as long as it's the major important things, the minor things probably don't matter as much.
Mm. But I think like, yeah, yeah.
1801.
Anyways,
In Washington, D.C., OkCupid
core
data shows
values
the
should
share of
align, of
users
course,
requiring
but
same-party matches jumped from 40
I feel like they are over exaggerating, right? They make it
Mm,
more of a fuss than it actually needs to be, because you keep
mm,
voting for a new government every 4 years in the US, right? And in
yeah,
Sweden, it's the same, I think, every 4 years.
Mm.
And it shifts. Every decade, it's something else. If you look at longer than that, look at the history over 50-year time span of 50 years. Is it really that important? I don't know.
45% in summer of 2024 to 58% after Trump's January 2025 inauguration. The
Like, I wouldn't
2025
leave my
NBC
husband
News
if he
survey
voted
data makes the
Trump, if I
divergence
was against
concrete at
it.
the level of
I don't care about Trump. I live in Sweden. We have other fat politicians that are annoying. But imagine if I would tell him, like, nah, I'm not going to marry you because you like this guy, right? And we get along with everything else. Does it really matter? You know what I mean? It's just this.
mm,
So we probably shouldn't talk politics at home then. He can do that with his friend at office, and I'll talk politics with my friends when he's not around. And I don't
That's
know.
fair. Yeah, that's
They need to
honestly fair.
quit up. Yeah, you just avoid that topic and just focus on the more important things that do work.
Personal values. Gen Z men who voted for Trump ranked having children first on the list of what defines personal success. Gen Z women who voted for Harris ranked children second to last. Young female Harris voters ranked emotional stability third most important. Young male Trump voters ranked it second to last. Marriage ranked fourth among Trump young voting men and 11th among Harris voting young women. These are not
That's a
different
huge
positions on
difference.
immigration or tax
Mhm.
policy. They
Yeah,
reflect
they're not gonna
fundamentally
get
different
along.
versions of what a life well lived is
Ay,
supposed
ay,
to
ay.
look like, and they are held by people who would, in prior generations, have expected to build that life together. Prior waves of young radicalism have typically softened over time, and there is empirical support for that. Baby boomers who protested Vietnam became Reagan voters a decade later. Gen X channeled its discontent into cultural production, punk, grunge, ironic detachment, rather than sustained organized politics. Millennials gave the world Occupy Wall Street in 2011, which dissolved without producing any lasting political organization. Longitudinal research by Peterson, Smith, and Hibbing in the Journal of Politics found that political attitudes are remarkably stable over the long term. British data puts the annual probability increase of voting conservative at 0.38% per year of aging, compounding to roughly 19.
That's what Happy always says. The older you get, the more conservative you get.
Because you learn about like how the world is, and you get like some wisdom. You're like, wait a minute, human nature, right? And then you're
Well,
like,
that's what I mean. You kind of change your mind, right? When I was like in my teens, I was like this, all like Greenpeace, save the planet, like extreme. I not the same. I realized that I don't know. Please bring back the nuclear power plants in Sweden. Why did we have to close them all? And yeah, I don't have the same views now that I had when I was 15, and I think it's the same in a relationship. You work through
Mhm.
something, and politics shouldn't be like. Of course, it's important. I'm not saying that it's not, but it shouldn't be the main focus. You should focus on family, and then
it's
whatever
more like
comes outside.
it's more like some people are like really, really into politics, right? And then if you
Yeah,
have a disagreement on politics when
an
one person
obsession.
is like that, right? But if like you're both chill, then it doesn't really matter as much, right?
Yeah, I think people need to chill way more.
Yeah,
15 percentage points
probably
across a
right.
lifetime. The
Ooh.
complication for Gen
It's
Z
just
is that
chill.
home ownership has historically been the single strongest predictor of conservative drift, and Gen Z's home ownership trajectory is worse than any prior cohort in modern
Yeah,
American
that
history. If the
sucks.
economic conditions
The
that make traditional
homeowners,
adult
like
milestones
almost
inaccessible
impossible to reach
persist,
that
the
goal.
standard mechanisms that moderate prior generations of young radicals may not engage. The generation's extremism didn't emerge from a temporary
At
youthful
Ryan
phase.
Lee
It
8PC
emerged from
donated
conditions,
$5
structural
through
housing
Super
on
Chat.
affordability,
Hi
debt
all,
loads that
how is
extend
everyone
into
doing?
middle age, an
God
economy
bless you
where
all.
real wages grew only 11.9% over 2 decades that aren't resolving on their own as people get older. Gen Z's radicalism also differs from prior youth radicalism in 3 specific ways that make it harder to dismiss as cyclical. The gap is gendered rather than generational. The 1960s divide was between young and old. Don't trust anyone over 30. Gen Z's divide runs between young men and young women within the same birth cohort. Locality's longitudinal research confirmed this directly. Young women have become
Lots of
significantly more
statistics. What does it say? Jen said women are becoming more liberal. Yeah, I think overall, like men are more right leaning, and then women are more to the left. But still, I don't
more
know.
liberal and embraced anti-patriarchal values over the last decade, while young men have stayed relatively the same. Second, Gen Z is polarized in both directions simultaneously. Jean Twenge found twice as many Gen Z members identifying as very conservative as Gen X members did at the same age in the Reagan era, 1980s, while the share of identifying as very liberal also increased. The political center is hollowing out inside a single generation. And third, the changes Gen Z want aren't incremental. 3 of 4 Gen Z members believe the US government's fundamental design and structure requires significant overhaul. all. 4 in 10 describe the founding fathers as better described as villains than heroes. The
Are they the
demographic projections
villains?
don't require speculation about politics or culture to be alarming. The US total fertility rate of 1.599.
Now look at this. This is frightening. You need 2.2 to sustain what you have today. Otherwise, your population is, well, that's it. You're gone. 1.5.
In 2024 is already well below the 2.1 replacement threshold. The Congressional Budget Office projects it descending further to 1.53 by 2036. By 2007 and 2024, there were 11.8 million fewer births in the United States than would have occurred if pre-recession fertility rates had held. By 2030, the number of deaths
Make more
in the United
babies,
States is
Chad.
projected to exceed the number of births, which shifts the entire burden of population maintenance onto immigration, and feeds directly into the anti-immigration sentiment that is currently accelerating the rightward political shift among young men. The two dynamics are compounding each other. The fertility decline is the sharpest among the most educated women. Women aged 30 to 34 with a bachelor's degree now plan to only have 1.5 children, down from 2.1 in 2002. Among the youngest liberal women born after 2000, desired family size has dropped below replacement for the first time, to 1.8 children. The Institute for Family Studies found that a conservative woman born between 1975 and 1979 completed fertility at 2.1 children, exactly at replacement. Liberal women of the same cohort finished at 1.5. Among the youngest liberal women, projected fertility is lower still. A Morgan Stanley analysis projects that by 2030, 45% of women aged 25 to 44 will be childless and single. The 2021
That's
American
crazy. You're close to half of all the population of the women are not gonna continue, and that's it. And
And
if
not
that,
only that, for our
yeah,
generation in
sorry.
America, I think 1/3 of Japanese, or no, sorry, not 1/3 Japanese, 1/3 of Gen Z has been aborted. So like 30% of my generation is
And Johnny
gone.
Wishbone 4805 donated £1
And
and 99
yeah,
pence
if
through
it
Super Chat.
continues, that's
The
it.
last
Your
anime I saw
people
was all about the
gonna
twin
be
tail.
replaced with like yeah, that's probably why you have so many immigrants coming over, right? You gotta
Yep.
keep that gap. You gotta keep the numbers up. We gotta want to keep the same amount of population, but the ones that live there don't repopulate. And yeah, if it drops that drastically, that's it. Just get replaced with different people.
Perspective survey found 15%
Crazy,
of men
right?
had no
Just
close friends,
Mhm.
up from 3%
3
in
generations later,
1990.
you're not gonna be
GWI
around
research
anymore.
from December 2025
Scary.
found that approximately
And the thing
80% of Gen Z
is,
had
you're right. It's like you're talking about cultures that are good for human flourishing, and then you're replacing it with cultures that are like very destructive.
Yep.
However, like
Yeah,
you want to call it, but I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yep.
yeah.
I would call it like I sees it.
I get it, Leaf. Yeah,
Mm,
because they're constantly fighting, and so you don't
Yeah,
want to. You want to make sure that the good guys keep going, right?
yeah,
You don't want to. Your heritage is gonna be gone, and that's it. In 3 generation time, there won't be any more you. There will be someone else who is more raging and yeah, destructive.
experienced significant loneliness
The
in
world
the past
is
year. On the
yeah
political
not
side, the
gonna
30
be
point
happy when that
ideological gap
happens.
between young men and young women isn't projected to close as this generation ages, particularly given that the moderating mechanisms that historically softened youth, radicalism, home ownership, marriage, parenthood are precisely the milestones Gen Z is least likely to achieve. By 2028, millennials and Gen Z will constitute a majority of the US electorate. Policy built on that electorate will swing between radical progressive demands from the female-dominant left and populist nationalist demands from the male-dominant right, because the two halves of the generation that is inheriting governance can't find common ground in their personal lives. The institutional trust numbers underpin how severe the governance challenge is. Only 3% of young Americans describe the US as a healthy democracy. Only 9% think it's headed in the right
That's
direction.
not many. Dude, that's fuck all.
Oh my gosh, thank you for the 50 gifted. I just had to lower their volume a bit, but thank you so much, Sierra Vox, for the 50 gifted memberships on YouTube. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you to everybody who's been super chatting as well on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm not
That's
talking much. I don't want
need
to
to
speak
try
over
and
them.
reverse
Thank you,
so get
guys.
people to have families again.
Congrats to all 50 people who got a membership.
They
Goodness
say that Korea
gracious,
has 10 years
thank
before prior
thank
to
you.
the US when it comes to like the birth rate statistics, right? So you're following their pattern. You're like there where they were 10 years ago, and they're trying to change that now. But 200 billion, I don't think it's going to fix
the
it.
birth rate, and the rate keeps falling. The gender political gap
keeps
has
falling
not
anyway.
narrowed. Young men and young women are not reconciling. The loneliness
No.
data is not improving. South Korea isn't a warning that things might go badly. It is a demonstration of what the endpoint looks like when the forces driving Gen Z radicalization are allowed to run to completion without a structural correction. A total fertility rate of 0.72, producing, without immigration, a population roughly half its current size within 2 generations. Young people who view each other primarily as political adversaries rather than potential partners. And a government that has spent tens of
Get right
billions of
in.
dollars discovering that
Yeah, I
money
didn't want to
doesn't
interrupt
fix
you
a
guys. Thank
problem
you for the raid,
rooted in
Namakasi.
cultural.
Welcome in. How are you?
Sorry.
I hope your stream went well. And thank you for the
Hi,
50 gifted on
Raiden.
YouTube again. I appreciate it, guys. Please go support Bananajuju and Leaflit. Although Leaflit's not. Wait, Leaflit, are you streaming?
No,
Oh, okay.
Leaf is
Well,
just
either way,
I'm just
support
chilling.
hanging
them.
out.
Awesome. Hi, Raiders. And Celeste, please, you gotta interrupt, right? You gotta go like, yo, Raiders. I paused it. Didn't notice at first. Hi, everyone. Hi.
Thank
Hi.
you. I always get nervous. Thank you.
Don't be nervous. Come on. I'll chill. Well,
None
welcome
of
in, everyone.
the forces
Sorry.
that built Gen Z's fracture has reversed course. The platforms are still sorting
Yeah,
men
we're
and
just
women
hanging.
into separate realities and still optimizing for outrage because outrage is what drives engagement. The housing market remains structurally unaffordable for most of the generation.
I think
University
that's a huge
faculties
problem.
remain
You
as
don't
politically
have money to live somewhere, and then you feel like, why should I start a family, right? Where are we going to live? And I think that's a huge factor as well. Things need to be cheaper and for starting families, for sure.
I think the other
I
thing
feel like
is,
a lot of
is
people need to
oh
move.
yeah, you gotta leave. Sorry.
I was gonna say people gotta move. That's it.
Yeah, moving, and not
Huh.
only that, like, sure, things are bad, and I think salaries overall are down, and they keep going down, and they're gonna keep offshoring people. But even with the little that we have, like, still gotta save. Like, people like what 30, 40 years ago, not everyone in the family had an iPhone. A computer that was worth like what 3,000 to up to like $10,000.
Oh, yeah,
A
all the
Switch, a
expensive
PS4.
tech.
Right. So it's a mix of things that makes it really harder because we live in a society where everything has become a commodity, everything is about convenience, and you got to pay for that. So if you don't have the money, you either go in debt to get it, to like show off, like keeping up with the Joneses, right? That's a popular phrase here, or was a long time ago. Or you live like below your means. And it's hard,
Yeah.
right? Because we're materialistic. So it's not like just one thing. It's not all in a vacuum. You have to look at everything, and it's all encompassing, I think.
Very weird society at the moment, and we get distracted. We're like living in this consumer era where we stare at the screen. The internet tells us constantly what we need in a shape of influencers, content creators, promotions. It's everywhere. Commercials, ads. How many times doesn't people have to watch ads on Twitch, for instance, or YouTube? And you buy a lot of shit, but you don't really own it. You only subscribe everywhere. I have so many subscription running in a month. It's crazy how much money just goes to that, right? So we live in a very consumeristic society,
Yep,
for sure.
for sure.
Yeah. It's crazy. Everything costs money. Everything.
Mhm.
Yeah. I can't afford anything.
Yeah. I feel
Well,
that.
you want everything anyways, right? And
Yeah.
people go in debt. And when you're in debt, it's also like you feel like you don't want to drag a child into this. And what kind of life can you offer them
Yeah.
to, yeah, constantly excuses for something to keep it pushing forward. I'm the same, right? I just like, I want to be a homeowner. Finally got that. Now I want to renovate it. I want to get my shit together. Like, get some money in the saving accounts. Maybe buy some more plot of land somewhere. Investigate it, like invest money somewhere so you have it when you get older. And you want to have all this stuff done before you, I don't know, have another person to take care of. And it's excuses.
Mhm.
10,000 kicks? Dude,
Let's
yes.
go.
My
Congratulations.
my
Hi.
word.
Heck yeah.
Hi. As a Eustace useful. Wait, just as useful, right? A Eustace, oh my god. Dyslectic. Thank you. 10K, that's wild. Wow, Eustace. Thank you.
Genius as they were when the
Video
radicalization
is almost over,
accelerated. The
girls.
fertility rate is still falling. The
What a
marriage rate
gloomy
is still
topic,
descending,
right?
and the loneliness
It's
data is
awful.
moving in the
Good
wrong
topic
direction.
though.
Gen Z became
Very
Good, good.
interesting, but good, but gloomy in a sense. Like, oh no, we got to do something. In the word of Leaflit, just make babies. All right.
so radical because it was the
I mean, it's
first
gonna be
generation to
hard.
grow up entirely inside the architecture that
Make
makes
babies.
radicalization the predictable outcome. Algorithmically sorted information environments designed to maximize emotional arousal, economic conditions that made the adult milestones of prior generations structurally inaccessible, educational institutions that treated ideological conformity as a virtue, and a parenting culture that shielded children from the friction that builds the resilience required to function among people who disagree with you. The generation isn't uniquely foolish or weak. Every system they passed through was optimized to produce the people they became. And the generation behind them, Generation Alpha, now entering adolescence with smartphones, social media, and the same economic conditions, is passing through most of the same architecture. Whether enough of it gets dismantled before they arrive at adulthood is the question that will determine what Gen Z represents is the peak of the fracture or just the beginning. See you in the next one. I'll be candid. Front page loses money.
Awesome. Well, not really. I mean,
There are some other issues too. Like in America, for example, our food and our water supply has been poisoned with a lot. Like for example, our food, it's full of sugar, it's full of fillers. It's really disgusting if you look at like the food industrial complex. Things like our water,
Seed oils
Leaflet,
and everything.
yeah, seed oils. Leaf, I think you were talking about it with Maria on your stream with her, like, or maybe with us. I don't remember. How birth control gets into the water and it's not really removable. So when men drink it, right, they become more feminized because the estrogen
So
and
it's
the
a
stuff in there.
theory.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like necessarily true. It's a theory that we should look into. And I think that
yeah,
that was kind of what Alex Jones was kind of talking about. Was that was
Yeah.
the case with some other sorts of
I definitely
certain
think they
ones.
poison our environment. Definitely. There's some greedy, shady business dudes that, poison and
There you go, Juju.
could be, fracking and all that stuff is going on somewhere. And then there's definitely friends of mine think like air traffic pollution and the chemtrails and the changing like the weather and nature and um
I sent
yeah.
you 3 ads, Juju, 3 of them.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god, we gotta watch them,
I
chat.
can
We
fix
gotta
them.
watch
I
them.
can fix them. There's like a little bit of stuff, or they give you like slightly longer. I just have to like it would take
Like,
time to like
how
do
how
editing
do
on
I
it,
share
but
this with? Can I show
I
them
don't
to everyone?
I don't know how.
I mean, me neither. I'm gonna
Well,
work it
if
out
you
now.
downloaded Juju, you can do a media thing on OBS and you can show people that
Oh
way.
yeah, you're so smart. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's how I would do
So
it.
smart.
Yeah.
Wow. This is number one. Wait.
It doesn't matter what
Wait.
order. They're separate. They're all like they're different ones.
We're living in crazy
I
times,
did those.
man.
I did those real
Media.
quick. I did those real quick. Like you can make them better with like if you like extend some of the scenes and you add music, like your own music and your own voiceover.
Wait.
There's no sound. I
There's no
think. Wait,
sound?
actually, wait. Is there? All right, try it again.
There's sound? I can't hear it. But I can't hear my OBS. I can't even hear my like follower or sub or bit alerts.
Okay, on OBS. Oh, wait. Okay. What you do is on
Okay, there is
OBS.
sound, but
Okay,
I guess a sound over
so
stream, right?
yeah. So I'll tell you how to do it. Give me 1 second. Let me open up my OBS. There's a specific thing you have to do. You put it on monitor only, and
On
then
monitor only.
yeah. So you
Okay.
go to. Hold on, wait. My OBS takes so long to launch,
Goddamn
but it's on the
OBS.
right. See,
Dude, I
there's
had
like
an
the.
update. Yeah,
Do you see
everything
the thing
looks
that
so
says
weird now.
audio mixer? You go to you right click audio mixer. You go to advanced audio properties.
Wait. Audio mixer. Where the frick is the audio
So it's like
mixer?
next to your sources in the bottom. Like it's like you can see all the audios like kind of bouncing up and down.
Options, yes.
So you right click and then you go advanced audio property, and then it should open
Yes.
up like a thing, and then you just go
And
to
then
the
find the
video
media source.
and
Yes.
change it
And
to
then
monitor only on audio monitoring. That should fix it.
monitor only output. Mute
Yes.
output, I guess.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, that should work.
Yes. And
If
Try
you
then
it.
guys want to
people
listen to
can
Juju's
hear it
stuff go on
too.
her stream, I'm gonna be watching it but not hearing it for the sake of not hearing myself double.
Okay. Wait. Let's press the play button. Thank you, Lee.
That should fix it. Yeah.
That is so cute.
Bananajuju smoothies, the best smoothies anywhere. Freshly
That's
harvested,
wonderful.
made with love.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I love
Yes,
it.
that was
That's great.
awesome. I mean, I didn't get to hear it, but I bet it sounds amazing. Wait, I need to show you the other two as well. I can't believe you made 3 of them in such a short time. Like, come on, sitting here and this would have taken me weeks. Seriously, I'm so slow when it comes to like this AI stuff. Cool. Thank you, Leaf. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
there's more.
You can
There's
use them
one
for whatever
more.
you want.
No, 2 more. Coming in the AFK.
That's so cute.
Bananajuju Jungle Tours. Book your tour today.
Wait, there's one more.
That is so cute.
Wait, which one was it? Was it the jungle tour? Then this must be the third one, right? And the way you do it that they don't blend together. Like the textures, wow. Ah, thank you, Leaf. Wow. That was adorable, man. Thank you. Did you like that chat? Wow.
That was really great, Leaf. I'm not gonna lie.
Cuteness overlord. Thank you. I'm gonna work on the AFK commercials. What program do you use for animation, Leaf?
These ones are C-Dance too. C-Dance is really good.
Where
See
do you
only-
get C dance
app.
though?
I use Higgsfield, but some people use Runway.
Mm.
It just
Higgsfield is
depends.
the one I've been generating some artwork with because
Yeah,
there's like
Higgsfield.
several AI engines in one, right? Mm-mm.
Yeah, C-Dance is one of them.
C-Dance.
If you go to video, you'll see at the top right, it should say C-Dance 2.0. C-Dance is really, really good. I heard that the new VO4 is good too, but when it comes out, but we're
Yeah.
waiting on it. It's like an arms race. Like one of them's the best, and then Another one's the
Yeah.
best, and another one's the
It was
best. It's
Sora for a long time, right? But they shut down. They're not around anymore, Sora.
no, you can still use Sora. It's
Okay.
Sora API works, and
Mm,
some of Sora 2 stuff works, but they just shut down like most of their own personal web stuff. But it's the same
okay.
thing as like the GPT like image is the same thing as Sora as well.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
it is like console wars all over again,
I
right?
used Sora to make that reference there, like
Yeah.
the reference sheet. That was Sora.
Ah, that's Sora.
Hmm.
No, I love how yeah, I need to look into sea dance because with Grok, what happens is like all the texture morphs and smears. It can't really difference. The more characters you have in an
Oh
image,
yeah,
the more it blends together. And sometimes I get like the weirdest stuff,
yeah. Just like
art in itself.
but Grok is good for some things when it's not as complicated. It's really good.
Mm,
So like sometimes what I'll do is I'll use Grok to patch things. So like for
yeah.
instance, in like some of these, there's like a little bit of errors. You can just patch those errors using Grok, or I use Vdo Q3 as well to do a lot
Beat
of
is
like the
good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Vdo is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, Skybrowse uses Grok a lot for the prompts. Post like stuff on Twitter, what like some prompts he uses for certain images and animations. And it's crazy how much, yeah, text you have to put in and explain the camera angle and how much they should zoom in. And I was like, dude, it's like writing a whole book.
Yeah.
But I guess the more you tell the AI engine, the more it understands what you are after.
Yeah.
And yeah, makes sense, right? Give a great description and you get better results. Yeah, it's a lot to learn and it's advancing so fast because I can remember like 2, 3 years ago, it, it wasn't possible to do what we are today, right? So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and I am happy to learn and it fascinates me. So, yeah, I
Yes, I
given up
know.
to,
Anytime.
yeah, fight these AI morons with the morals, and you're destroying the nature, Juju. Yeah, I get it. Ram prices, Juju.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
water.
understand.
You gotta conserve the planet,
Yeah,
Juju.
yeah. And you say this while probably typing this using a smartphone. You don't want to know how much resources got into like buying a new mobile phone every 1 or 2 years, right? So I don't
People are
know.
crazy.
Can you really fuss around about like these moral people? Like
Yeah.
No,
I don't
they're just
know.
controlled. It's fine. They're Quangos, they're robots, they're
Mm,
NPCs. I think Leaflit, you watched that video like that most people aren't above like what a level 3 or whatever on that guy's
mm,
thing.
mm.
Levels. I don't know. Home math.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Level
fun. That's a good
3.
video. No, that's a really good. I feel like you should watch it, Juju. I forgot what the title was
Yeah.
though.
Levels. Home math levels. It's about like
But
how.
the guy that draws the illustration and
Yeah.
provides
Yes.
like
That
yeah,
guy.
I like that. Yeah, I watch him. I watch a lot of Leaf stuff in the evening, when I'm snuggled up in the sofa after stream hours. Yeah, that's Leaf, you calm me down and you have some base takes on your videos. So I watch a lot of your React content on the
Oh,
Thank you.
that's
YouTube.
so cute.
Yeah.
Thank
Because
you.
you guys stream on those late night hours. I'm sleeping then, and I'm so sad we live in different time zones. So glad we
Oh,
got to hang out tonight.
Yeah.
me
Yeah,
I'm
too.
having
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
yeah. Because I usually drop in with Leaf early morning coffee, and then she's like, "You're about to go to bed. I'm about to get my day started. Right? This is how."
Yeah.
So sweet.
And now we met kind of halfway. I think it's evening for you guys now, right? Like
Yeah.
late
Yeah.
afternoon.
What time are you
Mm.
wrapping up today?
It's 12:15, and I'm thinking about like slowly going to bed because it's been a long day.
Yeah, you
And
should.
look at
Yeah.
my Subathon timer. What happened? Why is there 8 hours on that thing? Dudes, no. That means I have a full day tomorrow.
All right,
I'm
chat.
not
So
gonna
what I'm hearing
complain. I
is we
really
should
have
give
a
her
good
more
time.
subs. Yeah,
That's what I'm
No,
chat.
hearing.
Go.
let me go.
No.
Okay. I really like this, but also it's so nice weather outside. Spring is here, and I wanna go out and plant my tomatoes. And as long
Ooh.
as Chad is holding me hostage, I can't do that. No, no garden work for me, Chad.
No tomatoes. Sorry, Juju. All right, chat.
Had
So go donate
tomatoes.
50 right now. Right now, chat.
Tomatoes are so nice
Blanca,
to
thank you
grow.
for the sub. No, Keely's with the 5. Vinny with another gifted. Dude, stop it. It's gonna be a 9-hour day tomorrow.
You've got
No.
this,
Oh my
Juju.
god.
You've got it.
View file with the 10 over on Kick. Thank you. W view file. Thank you. Yeah, they don't stop. Celeste, what did you do?
Look,
Just
I
ask.
I
Thank
do
you
the
for
same
the
thing
for
to
the
Leaflit. I'm gonna do the same thing to you and everybody that I stream with. That's all I have to
Well,
say.
I just wanted to wrap up this shit show and go to bed, like nice and quiet, sneak off. Eustace, thanks for 11 subs, and Herbie Hayes for the 5 over on Twitch. Herbie Hayes, huh? Some usernames. Amazing. We got a hype train.
Let's go.
In the
Very
middle
good.
of the night. Dudes, it's haunting hour. It's midnight. I'm not a night critter like these ladies. Staying
Ma'am,
up till like
I'm
3 in
not
the
a night
morning.
critter. I am a day
Yeah.
critter.
Waking up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning.
You know what's funny is that when I wake up like around anywhere between like 4 to like 8 a.m. my time, Leaflet is up and she's like, look at this really cool video I'm working on. And I'm like, lady, I'm going to put sleeping pills in your food. Go to bed. I said in my head, of course. Oops,
She's
I
not
said it out.
wrong.
you're like up at the
Make you
craziest
keep
times. And
your
I'm like,
baby.
Leaf, when are you gonna sleep?
Yeah, that's what I
Goodness.
You
usually
never sleep,
do.
no?
Yeah, I slept like how long did I sleep today? Like 4 hours or 3 hours, something like that.
It's crazy.
It's okay. I'm gonna take a
I
nap
love
after this
sleep.
Very
before my
good.
stream.
Gosh.
I will go
Yeah,
take a
you
nap.
should
I
take a nap.
promise.
Yeah.
I need to go
Also,
make
Xander,
dinner.
thank you for the sub. Thank you. My hubby said the same yesterday because I kept texting you, right? We're still on for tomorrow. How you guys want to do this? Hello? And he's just
Yeah.
like, Leaf never sleeps now. She's always
Uh,
on.
yeah, I had to go to the get my hair done today, and that like
Yeah.
that was like in the middle of the like when I normally go to bed, so I was like, oh god.
Wake up early or stay up even later. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's been an absolute treat hanging out with you guys.
You
It
too,
has. And
Juju.
I'm glad we got to do this because I've been meaning to reach out, but also I'm terrible at planning a collaboration, especially across time zones. Always confuses me. And dudes, I gets to be part of the side scrollers on Monday. I'm a bit
Oh, you are? Oh, let's go.
nervous. You guys want to give me some pointers, some tips, what to do and how this thing is?
Pretty chill, honestly. It's a very easy show to be on. They
Yeah.
usually already have like everything ready, like in terms they usually tell you like what the topics are kind of going to be about. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really quite an easy show to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Craig
been
is really
cool.
nice
I've
too.
watched the episodes with you guys, right? And basically, you just sit there and chill and talk about whatever, right? That is on the current news.
Yeah,
Gravity
pretty
Falls,
much.
thank you for the 5.
You're
Yeah,
gonna do great, Juju. Like,
that's on
don't
Monday.
worry. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I bet it will. I mean, I'm a monkey, right? I'm a goofball. Whatever can go wrong, it's just monkey around.
Yeah, you'll do more than just fine. Don't pressure yourself too hard.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be my very first podcast. I mean, this is kind of like a podcast, kinda, right? Sitting around talking. Um, so yeah, good practice, girls. Good
Heck yeah.
practice.
Um,
Richard also thank you for the sub on Twitch. Thank you. Yeah, but oh my god, they refuse to stop.
Very
So
good
let's
chat.
use
Very good.
strategies, make them stop so I
Look,
can go to bed.
look. What can I say, Juju? You deserve all the love in the world.
I just gotta suck it up, all right? I gotta deal with this.
Yes, but chat. You should let her
Ay,
go to
ay.
sleep. It sounds like she's about to knock out.
I mean, this is day 6. Tomorrow, day 7. It's been a full week. I usually just stream 4 days a week because I've got so much stuff going on IRL, right? I try to balance it.
Yeah.
I wish I could do this like Asman sit here 15 hours a day like a roach and just
Gosh.
like gaming all day. Just eat steak and gaming and Dr. Pepper. How cool would that be? But my house would be absolute trash pile, and I don't know, things would go sideways. IRL, I think. Gravity Falls. Thank you for the 5 over on Kick, and Dober Buddy 5 over on Twitch. Thank you guys. Gravity Falls with another gifted on top. Dude, stop it! Stop! Make him stop. All I want to do is sleepy. Mute file another 5. Thank you. Never gonna get to leave.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we
Like I
can always
said,
close off. You don't have. You can ignore the subs for now and then get your sleep.
yeah, just turn them off and then just stay there in the void. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. Sunday is usually my favorite chill day because I don't have anything else I need
You
to
gotta take
do.
like a day off at least, like at some point.
Oh, afterwards. I
Mm.
power through this. We're halfway through. It capped it at 10 days. That's all you get, chat. 10 days. That's the maximum of juju nonsense. Any more than that, and you have to, I don't know, get your meds. Ram, thank you for the sub. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys. And if you haven't already, please go support Leaflit. Please go support Juju. Go give them a follow if you haven't already. They're really great people and deserve all the love in the world, honestly.
I hope my moderators give you a shout out over on my channels. You know these chats, right? Chat. We talk about them all the time. I glaze them up. I love Leaf and I love Celeste.
Oh,
You guys are amazing.
thank
I'm a
you.
huge fan. All right. You guys stay awesome, stay based.
Mhm.
Pleasure hanging out. I hope we
This is
get to
really
do this
fun.
again.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should
next
do
time
this again.
maybe even try to play some video games or I don't know.
Yeah, we can find something to play, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Or you find a cooler video we could react to, or just talking is also always nice. Really
Yeah.
appreciate this. Thank you
Let me know if you need
for
any help with
celebrating
stuff
this with
ever,
me.
with like
Yeah,
AI and stuff like that or
definitely.
anything. Mhm.
I don't want to say goodbye, so I'm just gonna say good night, girls. I'm gonna dream
Good
of
night,
you,
you
and
guys.
then
Have a good night. Thank you.
maybe I
I'm gonna
can
take
take
a
a
nap.
morning coffee.
I'm gonna go
Yes,
eat.
Nap
go
time.
take a nap, Leaf. Take care, and Celeste, you also have a lovely evening, and I'll see you tomorrow
Heck yeah.
on
Thank you.
yeah, on the
Thank you,
other
Good
side.
Juju.
night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye, girls. Bye.
Ay, duele mi garganta. There we go. My throat dies every time. All right, let me switch over to my model. All right, well, Juju's gonna be heading off, so I was gonna raid her, but she got to get some sleeps. So, let's see who's streaming right now. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you, Juju's community. You guys are super awesome. I'm really thankful that I got to spend time with her. I've been wanting to spend time with her for a really long time. I think even when I first came across Juju when she had her drama with her dreads, I found it really interesting that people were going after her. And as someone who's gone through a lot of cancellation attempts, I know how it feels like to be thrown under the bus by people who don't care about you and other stuff. So, my throat. What's going on with me? I have no idea, bro. Like I got sick, it got worse, then I got better, and then I got sick again, and then worse. I'm in a repeated cycle of pain and suffering. I'm starting to think maybe I have allergies for the first time in my life because I don't take care of myself. And so my overall health and immune system are probably pretty compromised. I actually got really sick back in November when I got engaged. And I feel like it lasted less time than this. So I don't know what I got, to be honest. Yes, I was in a trash can, guys. I have a lot of different models. I don't really use them as much anymore, but for the sillies, because I don't have a sitting toggle, so I wasn't sure how to like join them in their sitting. So I'm like, okay, different model, I guess. But yeah, oh man, yeah, I sound pretty bad, but praying to God that I'll recover soon. No, I'm not gonna sleep. I'm gonna go make dinner. I'm gonna go make some steaks, some thin steaks. So I'm really hungry right now, but I have to see who's streaming so I can go raid them. Wait, no, actually, I think I'm done with my raids for this month. Anyway, guys, thank you for your support. I think the fact that I streamed today warrants me taking tomorrow off from streaming because I don't feel well, but I wanted to power through to support Juju. So I really appreciate you guys, supporting her. Please continue to support her. No, you can't have my dinner. You can go get your own dinner, though. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys. And if you guys want to continue to support me outside of this, I do have a throne page with some things up. But obviously you don't have to do that ever. You just being here is more than enough for me. But I really do appreciate you guys a lot. God bless you. Tomorrow I'm just not gonna stream. I just got COVID. I mean, I don't know if I have COVID. I don't think so, but maybe I do. Maybe that's the problem. But yeah, if you guys want to support me, Throne, Streamlabs, Ko-fi, I've got all that stuff, but obviously do not feel obligated in the slightest to do so. You guys just, joining these streams puts a smile on my face, and spending time with you all means more than anything. So thank you again, and I hope that you can continue to support my friends. Juju, Leaflit. Hopefully we can get Powder in the stream in the future too. I don't know if that'll happen anytime soon, but I look forward to the day that that'll happen. So I'm gonna see who we can raid out to. Ooh, Ritzy. Ritzy is doing a autism charity stream. So we'll go support her. And when we raid out to people, guys, it's bean raid, and you can pick whatever emoji you can. It reminds you of Oscar the Grouch. That's funny. We'll go support Ritzy, and of course, you guys don't have to give if you're not able to, but it's a really good cause, and she's a really great sister in Christ. So let's go raid her and show her our love and support both on Kick and on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, guys, God bless you, and if you're on Rumble, God bless you as well. I'll see you guys. I'll figure out my schedule for this week, and hopefully tomorrow post day, but otherwise, have a good night and enjoy. Bye.